Ignition sequence has started. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. We have commit and we have liftoff at 2:13. The Saturn V building up to 7.6 million pounds of thrust, and it is clear that...
Si Optimum Pride! Puking inang yan, Optimum Pride! Si Optimum Pride! Puking inang yan, Optimum Pride!
This is Stone Cold E.T. and I want to order a couple of cheeseburgers, and that's the bottom line. Cause you know Stone Cold E.T. like to come to White Castle, order a couple of cheeseburgers to fill me up before I whoop some ass. Give me a hell yeah if you're down with Stone Cold E.T. Oh, hell yeah! Cause Stone Cold E.T. likes whooping ass. When Stone Cold E.T. rides a bicycle, I ride it long, I ride it hard, just like the Texas rattlesnake when he's done whooping Vince McMahon's ass. Give me a, oh, hell yeah. What'd you say, E.T.? What? What'd you say, E.T.? What? I said I want to order 2 cheeseburgers, and that's the bottom line.
Here we go, guys.
The following is scheduled for one fall, making his way to the ring from Baltimore, Maryland, weighing in at 228 pounds, BF Bobby Fish.
Gentlemen, I think this one's going to turn into a fight in a hurry, and I cannot wait.
Can your vagina be too wet? 100%. And here's how.
You know I'm bad, really, really bad. You know I'm bad, come on, you know.
Stop hating Mondays. Be a professional and hate the whole week instead.
Bruh.
Hello, I'm Butthead. For years and years, I found myself unable to score. But then one day, a friend introduced me to a product that changed my life forever. It's beer. Got any? Hello.
Now, Greg, 100 million, name something you like your girlfriend to do to your face.
I want to say sit on it.
Yes! How in the hell that ain't number one? Sit on it! Everybody feels better now.
As you can see, I'm cutting it up right now. And my onions.
You ain't cutting shit.
I did it. We did it really fast.
That's fucking CGI bullshit.
And I'm going to bring them all over. I'm not going to use these.
Somebody said you're watching McMillan and Wife on TV.
I'm not watching McMillan and Wife.
What a Bobby fan. What a pull.
Yeah. You leave.
It's funny, because when they do it, you know, we all grown here. You ever see when you do get special attention? I had a woman one time, long time ago. She was giving me special attention, but she was looking dead at me, you know. What the fuck are you looking at me for? You know, I don't know what to say to her. What the fuck you talking? What, you doing a good job? Keep up the good work.
Do you feel that? Do you feel that? Oh, shit.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby Grant. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby.
Super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.
Why, thank you. That's what you're watching. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Tuesday. Do you feel that? No, folks, that's not gas. That is Tuesday, and that's The Vibe. How's everybody doing today? I'm your man, BF Bobby Fran. Just like it says down there on the bottom of the screen right there on the handy little tag. How's everybody doing today? I trust and hope that you guys are ready for a Tuesday. Whether you're ready or not, folks, it's coming, whether we're ready or not. We got some friends backstage, and we're about to do it. We're going to have that weird day that is Tuesday, April 22nd. It's not exactly Monday. It's not exactly Wednesday, but I'm going to spend 3 hours of it with you here today anyway. And welcome all new friends joining us from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. I am BF Bobby Fran. I've been a pretty good longtime friend of Andrew, did sports heads together and all. And the reason I say that is because Andrew is on our channel right now. He's not only on his channel right now, he is backstage. That's right. I'll just bring him in right now. Let's do it. He's the bro you know. He's my friend and yours. He is Florida man. He is Andrew the Giant. Hello, Andrew.
Hi.
Just in time to say hello. How you doing?
Sitting here in the office.
In the office today. You know, yeah, normally we've been catching you outside by the pool. Normally you've been Florida man, poolside Andrew, but now you're office Andrew today. How's it going today, Andrew? What is this? This is the second day. What's it? How many days you been there? You tell me.
A week.
A week. Like Friday was Friday. Friday was a week, or when was it? Yeah.
No, I got here last Tuesday.
Tuesday was a week. So there you go. 1 week in, Andrew. How you feeling? Are you official? Are you Florida official now? You got Florida license plates on your wheelchair? What's going on here?
I talked to Vinny today.
Did you? How was his trip back home, buddy?
It was like I screamed today when I realized I needed my damn jacket.
Oh shit! Did he leave a jacket in Florida?
No.
Oh, because the fact that he even needed one where he hasn't needed one for like the last week or so, right?
He was like, oh, fuck.
Oh, just the fact that he had to think about a jacket. He was bummed out because, yes, he went back home. Shout out to our bro, Vinny. I saw he put out a great post on Facebook about how much he enjoyed going to Florida with you and his whole experience, Andrew. So shout out Vinny if you're watching. And welcome, everybody. Like I said, you're watching this show today. This is The Vibe. This is 3 hours of positive vibes, hanging out with my friend Andrew. And we'll see if Scott and Bobby Nick join us later when they wake up from their late night podcasting escapades or whatever they've been doing. But this is 3 hours of positive vibes. We're going to hang out. We're going to do the chat family check-in. I'm going to slide over to my news desk in a couple minutes, and I'll bring you some news that we can talk about in length. Some other news, the not so serious news we like to do here, because this is our bubble of positivity from the outside world. What do you got today, buddy? Let's see what you got. Come on.
Finishing my sandwich.
Ooh, finger sandwiches. Fancy Andrew over here. What do you got there, man? Doing the damn thing. Now I know you're going to keep make Vinny proud, and you're going to keep your exercises up when he's not around, right?
Mm-hmm.
You should, whenever you think about Vinny, you should like do an exercise in his honor, because Vinny, he was a great bro to travel down to Florida with you, and I know he cares about you, and so every time you think about Vinny, I think you need to work out in his honor. That's a good way to honor him. He would really appreciate that. So shout out to Vinny and shout out everybody coming in here today, Andrew. So yeah, we're going to talk about this. We're going to talk about that. Yes.
You have him on Facebook, right?
Yeah, see, Vinny, we're friends on Facebook. Humble brag. Sure.
Send him the link. He might not join, but
interesting. All right. Well, I'll see if I can fit that in all my bells and whistle and button pushing here that I'm doing on the Vibe today, Andrew. So yeah, like I want to say, welcome everybody from Andrew the Giant 96, who has what? Are you over 39,000 subscribers on Andrew the Giant 96?
Yep.
There you go. Well, I appreciate any friends that might join, 1 or 2 friends that might want to stick here right here on BF Live The Vibe, and I'll be your friend too, because this is what we do. We do positive vibes. So Andrew's hanging out with me today. If you thought you were going to get your Andrew Live, it won't be quite the same Andrew Live, but Andrew will be here and be part of the show. We're going to talk about the NHL playoffs that are starting off, Andrew.
Yep.
I told you a quick fact about Alex Ovechkin, who just became the all-time scoring leader in the NHL over Wayne Gretzky. What do you think about that feat, buddy?
He deserves it.
Yeah, he deserves it. Yeah, I think that's pretty good. I went to one of the games leading up to it, but I wasn't at the game where he broke the record. But yeah, the NHL playoffs have started, so we're going to talk about that because even though he just broke a record and he surpassed Wayne Gretzky, there were still some records that he hadn't attained yet. We'll talk about that quickly when we throw some sports in with the not so serious news. But Andrew, I know that I normally have a chat family that checks in. I know that you have new friends over here from Andrew the Giant 96. So I'm going to put my glasses on, buddy, because this is what we do here on The Vibe. We do the opening chat family check-in. And all my friends, new and old, let me know what you're up to. Are you home? Are you at school? Are you at work? Are you on break? You got a ham sandwich, peanut butter jelly? What are you doing here on a Tuesday? Let us know in The Vibe opening chat family check-in. I'm going to run the element, and me and Andrew are going to talk to the people. We're going to create 3 hours of positive vibes. Are you ready, Andrew?
Let's go to the chat family check-in, motherfuckers.
You got it. Let's go, Andrew.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, that's what you do. You talk amongst yourselves in the chat because it's a party. And you talk with me and Andrew, and we're going to be hanging out with you, creating 3 hours of positive vibes, but we're going to start at the top of the chat family check-in, Andrew. I see some pretty colors in my chat. Let me go to my little element here because people say this is like posting up at the race, folks. So get your chats in for the opening. Chat family check-in.
I just wanted to announce to everyone I will not be making shorts the next couple of days because my iPad is getting fixed. So please be patient with me.
Nice. So what do you want, PC right now, Andrew?
Yep.
All right, man. Well, Andrew, be patient. For all the people that love Andrew the Giant 96, his 39,000 loyal subscribers, just keep in mind that if you don't see shorts in the next couple of days from Andrew, it's just because he's getting a little technical work done on his iPad, Andrew. All right, let's begin the opening chat family check-in, buddy. I'm going to bring him to the post. I'm going to go to the top of the chat, buddy. Here we go. And I know everybody's ready to say hello to you and all of us. So let's go. It's Tuesday, folks. You ready?
Let's do it.
They are off and running with our friend. Well, it goes to the top here. Let's go with Goonie Goo Goo. Pecan checks in first on the opening chat family check-in. It says, Goonie Goo Goo, you begonias, unga bunga. He's throwing out the BF Chang emojis and says, gano, gano, gano. And thank you for being a member and supporting me here on The Vibe. Goonie Goo Goo to you, Pecan, my bro. And the second one is a super chat from him. Oh shit, we're doing it. We're having it. Tikal, let's go. We're doing it. Thanks, Pecan, for that very generous $2 super chat here on this Tuesday, buddy. Appreciate you, brother. Good afternoon, FJM. My regional friend checks in. How you doing, FJM, the calcified kid? I hope you're in good health, my friend. And what's up, neighbor, says to me. FJM, you get the Hoya from Pecan. Natalie checks in and says, yay, and she's checking in from the Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Welcome to The Vibe here, Natalie. Mandy Diff shouts about BF Live. Hey, Mandy, I got a little video that I want to play for you later on about a little fish that's caught and something that's done with it. Mandy Diff, my resident fishing expert. Homeless Hoovy checks in from Andrew the Giant 96. Welcome to the Vibe chat family. Pecan and FJM getting the love from Mandy Diff. Pecan shouts out Mandy Diff with the Hoya. Terry Nee already checking in with the most generous $2 super chat. Thank you, Terry Nee. He says, good day to eat an avocado. I hope you enjoyed the opening liftoff reel. Just something that I got to run to kind of set a tone here and to get my bells and whistles all in order and get my levels up. So welcome, Terry Nee. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Let's have fun today, brother. Terry Nee gets a shout out love from Mandy Diff. Terry Nee gets acknowledged from Pecan. FJM says, good afternoon to Mandy and Terry. Terry Nee gets the peace sign. Throws it out to everybody. Balls Deep checks in with the dab, and I say a dab will do you from my friend Balls Deep checking in.
I saw him early this morning. Lemmy Show.
On Lemmy Show, shout out to Little Lemmy, our great friends, podcast and chat family friends, and now physical friends with Andrew because they kind of live close enough where they visited last Saturday, right, Andrew?
I told her, today I was like, good morning to my new actual best friend.
Yeah, new actual. I'm glad you said he said actual, lest anybody think he said asshole. My actual best friend. That's right. So yeah, Andrew, this is really different now because you only really known of us on screen. So now you've met like Boneloads in person and Granny and Lemmy. Is there anybody that I'm missing?
I want to meet Joey eventually.
Joey C. Joey C's kind of down in the Florida area, so maybe you guys will get together at some point. So there you go. Andrew, I know you've been waiting for this for a long time to actually make physical contact with people in the chat family, and it's finally happening for you, and I'm really happy. Pecan checks in and says, what's up to Balls Deep? Balls Deep acknowledges Mandy. He did, says Terry Nee. Pecan gets the acknowledgement from Balls Deep. Andrew the Giant checks in on his own chat and says, hey, y'all, on Andrew the Giant 96. Just a guess says number 6, but you're number 1 with me, Justa. Also checking in from Andrew the Giant 96 channel. Dang Lizard checks in from across the pond with the Hoya. Taking the vibe. Worldwide, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to Dang Lizard. Just a guest saying number 10 here on the vibe, but you're number 1. You know that. Space Nerd checks in and says, yeah, I feel all of my muscles hurting. How come it hurts to get out of bed? Space Nerd, it's another day in the hood. Hoya, you Hoyas from Space Nerd. Just a Guess is throwing links in the chat right there because he's got mod on that. Let's see. Dang Lizard and Just a Guess get acknowledgement from Pecan. The positive Reenie checks in on a Tuesday morning ready for some light news, positive vibes. We're going to have Reenie, hello. That's right. We're going to have some fun videos, and we're going to have a lot of fun today in the next 3 hours. Nerd getting the Hoya from Pecan. Space Nerd. You got the solo Andrew nerd call. Pecan gets the shout out, love. Thank you. Good morning from Space Nerd for me. Reenie Hoya from Pecan. Space Chief 75 said it's business Andrew. He's in the office. Office Andrew, business Andrew.
Dude, I think my family is finally getting it that this is kind of my full-time job.
That's good, brother. Well, you've been doing it. Yes.
Now that they get to see this in person, they're like, yep, we get it now.
That's good, Andrew. I'm really glad you're making that connection because I know at your other place, they didn't fully understand or respect the level of podcaster you were and the fact they didn't treat you like, you know, the unique individual that you are. So I'm glad that you're getting that acknowledgement from your family and people know, hey, this is for real. And I hope the next thing that they get out of it, Andrew, is how much we love you and how much we've supported you and that we actually are your kind of like family, that you're not only coming on here being silly, but we actually all love and care about each other, right?
Yeah. That's why I'm making it a point to take at least 2 days off through the week so I can have fun with y'all, even in the facility.
Well, there you go, man. And when do you know the date you're going to your place, your new, where you'll be your eventual facility?
No word on that yet.
No word on the date yet. So, okay, just hanging out at grandma's right now, getting a little help in the meantime. Space Nerd checks in and says, I would like to meet the guy that comes in to help Andrew. Oh, well, that's all up to them on an individual basis, Space Nerd, because Andrew's had many caretakers over the years, and some of them are more, you can understand that, are more or less comfortable about coming on camera. But what's up, Andrew? This gentleman seemed yesterday like he was okay when he figured out that he was going to be on camera with you. But he's cool with it? All right, very good. All right, well, then, as they feel comfortable or whatever, that's how we kind of handle that one. So welcome. Thank you for taking care of Andrew. Hey, everybody, from Space Chief 75 checking in. Hello. Let's check in and see our new friend taking care of Andrew today. Hi, what's your name, my friend?
Darren.
Darren? I'm Bob.
Yeah.
Everybody called me BF because we got so many Bobbies around, but I'm BF, Darren. How you doing, buddy? Nice to meet you, man. Yeah, you can tell we're all happy for our boy Andrew. You can see he's a prolific podcaster, and he's finally hooked up with grandma. He wasn't in a great home or care situation we never felt before, but we're really happy for Andrew seeing some new places and new faces, man.
Yeah, sounds good.
Well, good to meet you, Darren, man. So we don't mind you might be on the camera every now and then as we're talking to Andrew, all right?
Yep, no problem.
All right, we appreciate meeting you, Darren. Thanks for taking care of our boy Andrew. Darren is caring for Andrew. Hoya Pecan from Reenie. Lynette Johnson checks in and says, was cold. Yes, he was cold. Yes, says Lynette, checking in from Andrew's channel. Space Chief and Space Nerd acknowledge each other right here. Hoya from Reenie from the Space Nerd. Space Chief 75 gets the love from the nerd. Or back and forth. I get those two mixed up. Pecan and Space Chief 75 right there. Good morning, Terry from Space Nerd. Hoya Space Nerd from Reenie. Space Chief 75 shouts out Pecan. Space Nerd says good morning to you, Andrew.
Good morning.
There you go. Andrew, you're getting the love from Pecan, your boy Pecan. Space Nerd says then he will take a nap. Yeah, that was kind of your little pattern yesterday, Andrew, right?
Union real quick. I'll be gone for a little bit.
Okay.
All right. I was going to get ready to take you off camera if need be, Andrew. But yeah, Space Nerd thinks that you might do your pattern like you did yesterday, Andrew. You kind of make it through the opening, but then you start want to get in that little afternoon snooze in there, buddy. You going to stay awake today? Gonna try?
Yeah.
All right, we'll try. He's gonna try today.
Yes, but also, I haven't done this in a while. I'm not wearing pants.
Okay, well, just keep the camera where it be, buddy. He's free balling over there. Free balling over there, Andrew?
Yep.
I was gonna say you're letting your testicles hang out, but there's a
I only have one testicle.
You're letting your testicle hang out today. So there you go. Reenie says, hey there to Space Chief 75. FJM says, good morning to Andrew. It's good to see you looking so good.
Oh, I don't know if y'all could see this, but look at my fucking nasty ass sunburn.
Oh, you're not used to the burning or the peeling or anything, Andrew, man. Yeah, man, that's look at that shit. That's about as close as I can get. I can see the redness, brother. I can definitely see the redness. Them tops of them shoulders are cherry, bro. That's why it's probably good that you're inside today. Hoya FJM, the calcified kid from Space Nerd. Reenie gets the shout out love from Space Chief 75. Annoyed group home supervisor is checking in. Oh, your old group home supervisor, Andrew. Says, Andrew, we need you back at the facility. The new engaged couple that moved into your room are actually worse than you. We made a horrible mistake. Take too late now, Andrew. You're gone, right? You got stuck with them.
Bye.
Bye, suckers. Space Nerd says Vinny can be on Juicy Man Meat. Maybe he wants to be on Replayables. I will look into that, Space Nerd.
He is going to try to make it a no filter.
That's cool.
Thursday, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right. Today's Tuesday, but you got a Tuesday now, but you say this Thursday he's going to try to make it?
Every Thursday.
Every Thursday. Oh, well, Vinny Thursday. So look forward to that on No Filter with Andrew and Friends, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. And yeah, I will look into that on Replayables. Reenie says, shouts out and laughs the annoyed group home supervisor. FJM shouts out to Space Nerd and Reenie. Reenie says, hashtag Drew Crew in the house. And we're off to the races, says FJM as we started. The annoyed group home supervisor checks in and says, the girl keeps complaining about headaches and the guy keeps pooping and smearing his chair on all of our floors. He cut a hole in the chair where his butt is on purpose. Damn, sorry for them, Andrew. See, they thought they had it bad with you at the old group home, didn't they, Andrew?
Uh-huh.
That's right. So Andrew, he got into a little situation over there and kind of, I think nature kind of took its course and Andrew's where he's intended to be right now. Tits McGee checks in and says, Hoya, we watched our truck gay. We watched our truck gay. The Admiral Butterfingers checks in from Andrew the Giant 96 and says, yo, what's good, everyone? And what's up, Andrew? Welcome to the Vibe family, Admiral Butterfingers.
I want to say, if you guys feel like it, please subscribe to my man BF.
I appreciate that, Andrew, making his friends my friends. I appreciate that, Admiral Butterfingers, or anybody that might want to just click on and subscribe absolutely free right here on The Vibe. I know you're used to hanging out with Andrew and kind of having a back and forth with him, but Andrew's hanging out with me today on The Vibe right here. Space Chief 75 says, just finishing up some Bobby Nick artwork and hanging out today, Space Chief. I saw that on Twitter X, man. I saw your first draft you're putting out there. It's looking good, brother. Mandy Div shouts out Andrew, Reenie, Space Nerd, Space Chief 75, and Dang Lizard. Space Chief gets acknowledgement from FJM. Manny, good to see you from Reenie. Mandy Div gets the love from Space Chief 75. Tits McGee says, Hoya, the truck broke down and the basement is flooded. Damn, Tits McGee. What is going on with you guys? Snow, truck broke down, basement flooded. I hope you guys have some more home peace real soon, Tits McGee and crew. Damn McGee, says Mandy Diff. Space Nerd says, I'm not sure if I'm ready to have I'm having a difficult time waking up. Come on, nerd, we got you. We'll lift you up. Come on. Me and Andrew's friends. Hoya Mandy from Space Nerd. Sorry to hear that. Let's go through these. Hoya everyone from Mandy Diff checking in. I'm going to get through these. Oh my God, keep him away from Joey C. Uh-oh, Andrew. Space Nerd she's not a fan of you hooking up with Joey C. When it rains, it pours, and when it snows, it stays forever, says Tits McGee, who's struggling up with the weather up there where they living. Oh my goodness. All right, let's get through this. Hey, Andrew from Dang Lizard, checking in on Andrew the Giant 96 channel.
Hey, Dang. How are you, buddy?
Space Nerd says, thank you. Love your nerd call. Says, look at that. You made her day. She was feeling sore and wasn't even ready to get up out of bed, but now she's ready because she's got Andrew up in her. Hey, the Chunkster. Wow, man. Thank you very much for this. Thank you for the $5 super chat. And he says, all good vibes today for all. Nephew is starting chemo. Needs the vibes. Surprise cough turns into stage 2 diagnosis at 23. FU cancer. Fuck, man. Good vibes to you. Fuck cancer, man. Holy shit.
Fuck.
Holy shit. You got all those coughs, man. A surprise cough turned into stage 2 diagnosis. Fuck cancer, man. I hope they do some great things for him, man. Chemo. And I also know they have, like, if it's available in your area, they have like that proton treatment where they can treat just the tumor or the issue and not everything around it. Photon therapy. They even have some of that. Thank you to Chunkster for the $5 and nothing but good positive vibes going out to your nephew, man. Fuck cancer, man. Thanks to Chunkster.
Cancer took my grandpa away from me.
Yeah, there's a lot there. There's either people that have a direct relative or know someone that knows someone, man. So that's what we say. Fuck that, and let's kick its ass. Reenie's throwing the prayers right up there. Widow Killer checks in and says, any thoughts on Rousey, or is that Rousey returning last night? Rusev. Okay, I read that wrong. We were just talking about that before the show, Andrew. Tell them we were just talking about Rusev. Tell them about it. People that don't know.
I think it's good that he won his return match, but why did it have to be against who's the other big dude from the Alpha Academy? He's from Wisconsin.
I'm not sure, Andrew.
I forgot his name.
Uh-oh. But so we were just talking about the fact that Rusev he was with the WWE for a while, and then he spent a good bit of time over in AEW. But then now, he's back, and there's no Vince stopping him. Everybody's coming back, Andrew, is what I was telling you, right?
Yep.
Seems like Triple H and the new company, they're just welcoming all of the old wrestlers back, whether it be Punk or Rusev or even like Cody Rhodes. Obviously, that was a big get for them, being that he was with AEW. But yeah, like that's just 3 off the top of my head that I named that are kind of came back, since, what's that?
Was the Otis. Thank you, Killer.
It was Otis, Andrew, says Admiral Butterfingers. There you go. Otis, LOL. Sometimes you freeze here on air there, everybody, Sometimes, Andrew, when you're trying to think, and sometimes those two things don't work together. Widow Killer let us know it was over. Miroslav, yeah, Rusev. He's Rusev. He's back to being Rusev, right?
Yep.
Back to being Rusev.
You like his real name, or is Miro his real name?
Yeah, or it was a derivative of his name. Miro, might be named Mirovich or something. Yeah, but he was going by Miro in AEW and Rusev in WWE, right?
I would have thought you would have went by his real name.
Yeah, well, you know how it is, because Vince wants a name that he can market and sell T-shirts with, Andrew, and he wants to own that in case the guys leave the company. It's kind of his leverage against them. So Vince is always like giving people like other names than their own name because he can own that shit. I've been away from wrestling for a long time, P-Cunt. P-Cunt has gotten me interested in the WWE again. Well, It's funny, Andrew, because my youngest daughter, she kind of knew about wrestling because me and my oldest daughter watched it, but she was never into it. But now she's off at college, and her roommates, she kind of watches it with her roommates, and so now she knows all the storylines and shit. She was all into WrestleMania this weekend. She knew all about it, man. So yeah, I got both of my daughters are like all big wrestling heads right now. They're like really into WWE and all the storylines and stuff. So there you go.
You
All
sit
right.
there smiling like,
Oh yeah, proud papa. Yeah, that's interesting, Rini. Well, that's what we go. That's what we love about chat family here. All right, buddy. Well, I think with that, we're kind of at the end of it. Let's say Dang Lizard says, all the best for your nephews to Chunksta and fuck cancer. That's how we're going to end the opening chat family check-in, and we're going to get on having a whole lot more fun.
fuck cancer for real.
Fuck cancer for real. Can't say it any better than Andrew did, but I'm going to say this. I'm going to say, let's get on with the show now. Let's have more different kind of fun today. We got 3 more hours to hang out, but that was just the opening chat family check-in.
Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves. Talk amongst yourselves.
So what we're doing, we're hanging out with my friend, Andrew's friend. What's up, buddy?
Kahuna, where have you been, sir?
I just saw, when I was making the switch over there, Andrew, I just saw that Kahuna Nui, our friend, was in the chat. So there he is. Is Granny going to bring beer soon? Kahuna, I hope that you saw. What's up? So Chunksta thanks everybody for all the vibes and vibe on. Well, here you go, man. Thanks for believing in positive vibes, man. And I know that they work, man. Positivity works, man. So positive vibes to your nephew, man. Fuck that cancer. Look at these 2 studs, says Kahuna Nui. How about that? That's what you were talking about, right?
We studs.
That's right. It's almost how the Hardy Boys had to do with their brand. It's all about the brand. Yep. Without the individual wrestler. All right. What's up, Andrew? What are you saying there, buddy?
We could pretty much say the sports head takeover for.
Yeah, we could. Well, that's why I told you, now that you're available during the day, we'll definitely be making a sports head segment a regular thing right here on the Vibe, buddy. Kahuna's getting the love. Rini says juicy man meat all day. That's right, with Andrew here. Widow Killer says it's going to be weird seeing Orton as a good guy and Cena as a bad guy. Yeah, because Orton showed up out of nowhere at the end of WrestleMania after Cena won, right, Andrew?
Yeah, and I hate the way he wears the title belt with it facing
backwards.
Ass.
Backwards. Yeah, I saw that, Andrew. When he was walking up the ramp, I saw that Cena had the belt like turned around. Yeah. That was funny. Let's see. Stream Elements. Oh, thank you for subscribing to BF Live, Admiral Butterfingers. I appreciate that. I like making friends with Andrew's friends, so thank you guys. This is what we do here. 3 hours a day, every day. We create positive vibes. We have Chocolate Teresa checking in, saying Andrew is amazing, man. I like him. You're actually very correct. He's on Andrew the Giant 96 channel.
Thank you.
Let's go. All right, let me check in over here, Andrew. I want to show you some. Let's see. Ooh, this is. We'll file this under a fuck around and find out, Andrew. Watch this shit. Watch what this woman does with these eggs. You don't mess with nature, Andrew. Look, this lady tries to get some peacock eggs. Can't mess with my peacock eggs. Look at this.
La 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 la.
Watch the peacock does, Andrew. Oh shit, fucks him up. You don't fuck with him. Look at that. Just try to throw the peacock off its eggs, bro. I love when animals give it back. Is that Matt's peacock? Yeah. Fight a bitch for them eggs. There you go, Andrew.
You don't take me off my damn eggs.
Say that. What's that, brother?
You don't take me off my damn eggs.
Yeah, who was that bitch? Look at that. Space Nerd says Team Peacock. Absolutely, man. I love that when people get their shit back. Admiral Butterfinger says this might be a Thugonomics evolution because that was his heel run. Let's see what he's saying about that. All right. I'm seeing some love coming in here today. Team Peacock says Space Nerd. Well, you know, Andrew, I got plenty more fun clips that we can have fun with, brother. But you know I do the not so serious news here because you've been here on the Vibe before.
Yep.
All right. Well, I'm about to do that now. I'm just kind of clearing some stuff off my phone now. WWE announces WrestleMania 41 is the most successful, highest viewed at all time, most successful in viewership, sales, and social views, Andrew. Whoa, they just had their 41 years in, and WWE just had their biggest WrestleMania ever still.
Whoa.
Was that a male? What's that, buddy?
I didn't even watch it fully yet.
Hmm.
Because I've been so busy with it.
He is. Oh, I was DMing with Granny the other day. He is so excited that Andrew is so close. He mentioned taking you gator hunting. Not sure I support that. Let's see what everybody's saying. Who has a peacock? The Rock is on the Pat McAfee show right now, says our friend FJM checking in. Yeah, see, Pat McAfee got beat up by, Gunther? Gunther? I said Gunther. Gunther messed him up, didn't he? I saw a little bit of that. Pat McAfee rolling around with him a little bit.
Here's a question for you.
Okay.
When they have the wrestlers choked out, do they legitimately choke them out?
Well, I probably think it varies, Andrew, because some of the wrestlers are better at putting on a show than others, at selling it than others, right? I think there's some guys that have gone too far and actually choked some guys out. But I think it's a little bit of both, Andrew, really. All depends on the wrestler that you're dealing with. Like, didn't they say that Travis Scott hit, I heard that he hit Cody Rhodes so hard upside his head a couple weeks ago that he actually popped his eardrum or something? Did you hear it? Didn't you tell me that, or somebody told me that?
Really?
Yeah, because he doesn't know how quite when to cut it off. Let's see. Admiral says no, they're all set up. They all set it up and sell it, right? Like I said, Admiral, it all depends on how well somebody sells it. You got to sell it just as well as you dish it out. All right, Andrew. Well, I'm about to head over to my news desk, buddy, because I got a few news stories that I do here. You all go know where to get the serious news out there in the world, but this is our bubble of positivity, hanging out with friends and chat family. I'm going to slide over to my news desk right now, and we are going to do a couple stories in what I like to call the vibe. This is the not so serious news. That's right. I'm over here in my newsroom now, Andrew. And welcome, anybody. News time. That's right. But my boy Andrew's sitting in. We're going to do sports, and he's going to do sports and commentary today. Welcome, everybody, joining us today for BF Live, the Vibe Stream Show 292. It's Tuesday, folks. And everybody from Andrew the Giant 96, this is the Vibe Not So Serious News. All right, Andrew, in my first story, buddy, I got some leftover stories from Halloween. I almost said Halloween. From Easter, the other candy holiday. In this story, Andrew, it says sweets from the sky. A helicopter, they drop marshmallows on kids in suburban Detroit, Andrew. Like the big Stay Puft marshmallows.
Whoa.
Yeah, they actually dropped them on their head. Check this out. I'll read a little story and then I'll show you the actual video of the marshmallows. Now, what gets me, Andrew, is that, look, you can see on the ground right there in this picture, they're like raw marshmallows. They didn't even put them in wrappers or anything, brother. So you know the kids are just going to run up and start eating them, right? But let's read the story and let me show you how it was supposed to go. It says in Michigan, it's spring in Detroit and warm weather, a few clouds, and 100% chance of marshmallow downpours. The source is a helicopter zooming above the green lawn of Warden Park on Friday, unloading sackfuls of fluffy treats for hundreds of kids waiting eagerly below, some clutching colorful baskets and wearing rabbit ears. The children cheered and pointed as the copter clattered its way about to drop to the drop zone. Volunteers in yellow vests made sure the kids didn't rush in and start grabbing marshmallows until the deluge was complete. But I'm going to show you, Andrew, because the funniest thing is watching them fall from the sky in a helicopter. Let me show you. Watch this. Look. They just look, Andrew. They just dump it. Look.
Whoa!
But you can see the... It would have been cool if it would have been eggs.
So the Great Marshmallow Drop is free to all and is our kickoff to our
I'm glad you learned something there, Amber Butterfingers.
As the marshmallows drop, they are not wrapped, so please don't eat the marshmallows when you...
Yeah, Andrew, they tell them, please don't eat them. But come on, you look, even if I was a kid, I would have been like, it's okay. 5-second rule. You brush the dirt off.
Pick them up. Children only need one marshmallow, and they will get a prize bag. And this year we have a color your own kite.
So they're supposed, Andrew, they're supposed to redeem the marshmallow for their actual candy that you can eat.
The most exciting part was seeing the helicopters, but once we saw the marshmallows drop, we got really excited, and yeah, we joined the melee, and we managed to get one pretty easy.
Look, you can see it again there. Look, out of this camera shot. They see them bouncing off the ground when they hit.
The Great Marshmallow Drop has been going on for over 30 years. We do it because it's great for community engagement. The kids love it.
Now look, of course, see, she's got a whole belly full, Andrew. That's what I would probably do something like this too. But you get a bag of goodies for every marshmallow you have, but I don't know if there's a limit or not.
The looks on their faces as they're picking up their marshmallow and turning in the marshmallow for prizes is great. And it's just a fun event.
What do you want to say?
Right, dang.
Say thank you for the marshmallows.
Well, there you go. I've never seen that. And even one of my new friends, Admiral Butterfingers, says I live in Michigan and I didn't even know that was a thing. Well, I always say that's a thing that happens here on The Vibe. If you're not careful, you just might learn something for you're done on any episode of The Vibe, Andrew. Now, Andrew, would you have eaten them if you got to go up and get those marshmallows?
No.
You wouldn't eat one?
Maybe one.
Maybe, absolutely, buddy. I would have definitely done it. Oh, you almost got to do it on principle. Don't drop perfectly good marshmallows out of the sky and don't tell me not to eat them. Oh, Terry Nee says, oh, hey, they're crashing into the earth right in front of our eyes. That's right. That's what it reminded me of, Terry Nee. It reminded me of the great WKRP, the turkey drop. I swore that turkeys could fly. Widow Killer says, kids are not taught to not eat loose candies. Yes, we are. We cleared that up. Hey, Gimme Bezos is checking in on your channel, Andrew, and asks, do you eat the marshmallow peeps like we get for Easter?
Yep.
Fuck yeah, Andrew's a peep guy. Just like myself, Andrew. Dang Lizard says, why drop marshmallows if you're not supposed to eat them? Exactly. On principle, you got to eat one. The night bots are running all of our friends' bots, like a membership link here on The Vibe, or Peak Hunt right there. If you want to see these cool wrestling videos that Rini and others are talking about here on The Vibe, you click on that link right here, Peak Hunt 420, and you can see all kind of dream matches right over there. And one of my intros was made by Peak Hunt himself. I get Easter egg drops, but marshmallows is a bad idea. Yeah, and Widow Killer. That's why I wanted to bring that to you all here today, because I've never seen, even though they said it's been going on many years, and we have a resident of Michigan in the chat that didn't know about it. I wasn't aware of it, so I wanted to bring it here today. So I've never heard of a marshmallow drop either. Perry loves the dill pickle peeps. Oh, Perry, is that you like dill pickle peeps?
Shut the fuck up.
Why not? What a killer said it. Admiral Butterfinger says, I just had the Dr. Pepper and the party cake peeps. Yeah, I'm not so much on the special flavors, Andrew. Have you had any of the special flavors like Dr. Pepper or any odd flavors of peeps, or just standard peeps? Just regular old peepee peeps, huh?
Yep.
All right.
So I've been doing a no and scratching at my peely skin.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to be careful of that because it's a habit. You want to get that peely skin off you, but yeah, it could get burned and infected, Andrew. So you just got to keep some lotion on it, buddy.
Yeah.
Got to keep it moist. Keep it moist.
It burns.
Yeah, hence the name Sunburn. Peeps in a cup of hot cocoa are divine if you're not a diabetic. That's a more you know from Rini right there. That might be a good way of doing it. Hey, Matthew's checking in saying, sup, dudes, on Andrew the Giant 96. Hey, Matthew, how you doing, buddy? A hard-boiled egg drop would be exciting. Yeah, and injurious. Let's continue on, Andrew. I got another story in the not-so-serious news. So, I showed you a marshmallow hunt right there. Well, I got something for the adults, Andrew. And I know a lot of adults in the chat probably wish they could have went to this next thing that I'm going to show you, buddy. Check this out. This next one is in Belgium. And this says, watch as Belgians hunt for hidden beers in an Easter egg hunt, Andrew. So instead of Easter eggs, it's Easter beers. Check this out. Once again, I'll read a little article and then I'll show you some video. A brewery in Belgium swapped painted eggs for frothy brews when it celebrated Easter with the world's biggest beer hunt. The 5th annual Easter event at the Aires Gardens in Lassang, Belgium, saw over 1,000 registered hunters searching the grounds for 12,000 bottles of beer, Andrew. They hid 12,000 bottles of beer for adults to find. Let's see. Hidden among the beers was a special golden bottle, which earned its finders a prize of his weight in beer. So whoever found the golden one, Andrew, you would get your body weight in that, you get that much beer. The event began Sunday with a chocolate egg hunt for the children at noon, and the beer hunt then commenced at 12:30 p.m. A barbecue at 1:30 allowed the hunters to relax and enjoy some of their collected beer bounty. A second round of hunting takes place Monday. I'm going to show you adults, Andrew, hunting for beer. So this is basically Easter egg hunting for adults. Beer hunting in Belgium. 12,000 beers. 12,000 bottles of beer on the wall. 12,000 bottles of beer. You take one down, you pass it about 11,999. I'm moving to Belgium. That's how you do it. 12,000 bottles of beer, Andrew, and they get to drink whatever they find.
Ooh.
Not a bad deal. All right. Absolutely. Chris Popke checks in. How you doing, buddy? Happy Tuesday to our friend Chris Popke checking in. He says Hoya to the chatters. Belgians seem fun, right, Popke? I said the same thing. Ooh, I see you backstage now. Looks like fun, says Space Nerd, and I'm glad that's what you got out of it. Can't accuse those people of not knowing how to throw a party. 12,000 bottles of beer on the wall. 12,000 bottles of beer. Terry Nee said he's going to make melted peeps and Rice Krispies for the girls today. Wow. Rice Krispies for the girls today. Well, how about this? Well, not allowed, says Terry Nee. Well, you know what is allowed? What is allowed here on Good Vibes and Good Friends, and I got one backstage for you, folks. Are you ready? No, you're not ready, but here he comes anyway. He's my friend. He's your friend. He's Andrew's friend. He lives in the Great White North. He's here now. He is Bobby Nick. Come on, Bobby.
Deep butt cheeks, motherfuckers. To cow, bitches.
What's up, Deep Butt Cheeks?
I got deep butt cheeks.
And he's here with us today. How you doing, Mr. Deep Butt Cheeks? Bobby Nick. What's good, man?
Lots good. Life is good, right? Isn't it?
Thank you. It is, man. It's awesome. It's wonderful. It's great because we're making new friends with we got Andrew the Giant here. Of course, we're co-stream on Andrew the Giant 96 channel. So I'm making some new friends today, and they're getting used to the vibes here. How you doing, bub?
Right on.
Doing good. How late were you up last night? How many shows was the last show?
Jesus, I think I did like 5 shows yesterday.
Yeah,
I haven't done that in a while. But yeah, I was on Uncle Jack's, and then I went over to Wendy's, and we did a show for a bit. It's fun though. It's fun.
Is it weird that I was going to sing that song in the chat too? Not Not a bit here, Admiral Butterfingers. That's what we do here on the Vibe, man. We vibe off of what we're watching and seeing and doing, man. Let's go. Come on, Admiral Butterfingers. Let's see. Hoya Bobby Nick from Happy Gosling.
Deep butt cheeks to you, sir.
Pecan checks in and says, "Ooh, look, and deep butt cheeks to Bobby Nick.
I got deep butt cheeks.
From Bobby Nick. Take
butt
off,
cheeks
says
to you.
Space Nerd. She's ready to go to the Great White North. Let's go. Terry Nee has an avocado Nick. Come on.
Deep butt cheeks to you, bird.
Avocado Nick. Well, that is let's see, where is it? I think that's where he was. Andrew's been with us right from the beginning, but Bobby Nick, he was outside waiting for something, I think. He was waiting for the mailman to come. Waiting for them avocados from Terry Nee.
As the guacamole flies on a cold and gray Alberta morning, the mailman just brought Bobby something avocado.
Fuck avocado.
And Bobby Nick cries.
As I see my signal going underwater, please be patient, folks. Can you hear me? Chris to the Popkey from Peacunt. Happy Gosling gets acknowledgement from Peacunt. Rini says, stepping away but listening. Good to hear your voice, Bobby. Says Rini.
Deep butt cheeks to you, Rainey.
Deep butt cheeks. Spacey 75 acknowledges you, Roberto Nicholas.
Oh, Space Chief fucking did something so cool for me yesterday, and I mean, I guess he's still not finished, but he's doing an in the lounge design. It was awesome. It's cool Canada stuff all over it, and oh man, I fucking loved it.
I saw the rough draft that he put together.
Yeah.
He said it's a work in progress. You can see that on Space Chief 75 on Twitter X. And if you want some of that cool artwork, you can do the same thing. Hit him up in his DM, Space Chief 75. As I'm kind of talking slow on purpose, waiting for my signal to recover there, Bob.
Yeah, you're kind of underwater there a little bit.
Happy Gosling says hello to Pecan. What's going on, Nick from Admiral Butterfingers?
Admiral, deep budgets to you.
Tracer said, thanks for the reminder to put avocados on my list.
Blech.
Here we go with the avocado talk. Poppy says, the sun is shining in the Great White North. Shorts and flip-flops, baby. Ooh, Bobby Nick, you got your shorts and flip-flops on?
I do not, but I mean, that's what the jeez. Once it hits like 30 degrees here, people are,
I was going to say 40 or 50 degrees, but damn, 30 degrees up there in Canada. They're ready for shorts and flip-flops. Come on, Signal. Come on, Signal. Space Chief rules, says Chris Popke. Thanks, boys, from Space C75 for the acknowledgments. FJM says, by the way, spaghetti was awesome, if I do say so myself, and I am. Yeah, yesterday, FJM was debating whether to make spaghetti or goulash. I think he was going to make both at one point. But there you go. Let's see. Come on, Signal. Come on. Popke, you're getting the acknowledgement from Space Nerd. The Nightbot's running all of our friends' bots. FJM, the calcified kid. Oh, yeah, yum about that spaghetti that he made last night. All right. Oh, Signal's slowly recovering. So that means I can get on to my next story.
Nice.
Oh, here we go. We're back with the full signal. Here we go. The not so serious news. All right.
Hold on a second. Can I ask Andrew a question? Andrew, how did you do last night without Vinny there?
Good.
Yeah? Well, that's good.
I did go to bed super early though.
What's that?
I had to go to bed super early though.
Yeah.
I had to go to bed super early. There you go. And he told us that he's getting his iPad, getting some work done on it there, Bobby Nick.
Oh, really?
So he's letting everybody know that might affect his ability to produce some shorts in the next couple of days while he's waiting for it to get repaired. All right. But all right, well, we're doing the news, and I want to keep things efficient here. So I have a report, and this is for it's for everybody, but this is especially for our friends checking in from down under, from Australia, because this is an Australian report. But I didn't have time I had basically only enough time for one people, but I had two people here to interview. So we kind of took care of it like this. Here we go, folks. Let's watch this story. This is from Australia. Shout out. BF Live, the Vibe.
Witnesses are recounting some of the drama that unfolded on the Sunshine Coast this afternoon. Two sisters have told how their mother and man raced to help when the carjacked SUV rolled on Steve Irwin Way, only to find the gun-wielding car thief emerging from the wreck. Here's some of what they had to say.
And one guy, he was up there with our mum, and he went up there and he was coming back down towards us. He goes,
What the fuck?
"Gun. He's got a gun." And our heart started to pound, and I said, "Oh, Mum,
They both wanted to talk, but the report, we only had one time for one report, Bobby Nick, so this is what we did.
where's Mum?" And poor Mum was stuck up there, but apparently our brave Mum, she goes, "Are you all right?" Because he had all blood all over his face. And he goes, "I'll shoot you." She goes, "Hey, I'm here to help."
And Mum distracted him to make him look the other way, and he looked the other way, and Mum ran into the
bush behind the fence. And the
Yeah.
guy goes to her, "I'll find you and I'll shoot you." All I was thinking about when we were running, I hope he doesn't fire. Yeah, we were so blessed.
How close to him do you think you were?
Well, see, he was up there, and we were past our
when you
driveway. Yeah.
You don't think of
all of that at the time.
no, you just run for
your life.
safety.
There you go, guys. So we call that
in the hell?
Two girls, one reporter. We call that. Let's see. All Season Stereo says, "Dang Lizard. If you make sure you're connected. They must have never been apart," says Terry Name. Electric Head Gino. That's right. You slipped in the chat. Electric Gino. Electric Gino. Widow Killer says, "My grandmother is an identical twin, and her and my aunt have never done this as far as I know." JFK Head Chunk checks in on the vibe on a Tuesday. Bringing them positive vibes. How you doing, JFK Head Chunk? Headshot. There you go, brother. Howdy, Pecan from Electric Head Gino. Pecan shouts out JFK Head Chunk, and the vibe rolls on. Aussies in stereo. This has to be a prank. Stereo twins. What the heck? Popke says the girls from The Shining are all growed up now. As we continue on with the next story in the vibe, not so serious news. This is what we do, buddy. This next story, Mandy Diff. I hope Mandy Diff is here still. Because I guess I've heard the term of this fish before, but maybe I've never seen it before. This is another fish story, so I need my girl Mandy Diff and my fish lovers here. An angler hauls in a record-shattering 153-pound alligator gar using ultra-light line. So this is an exceptionally big fish for an exceptionally light piece of line. I know that's significant, but this fish is ugly, I'm about to show you. It took nearly 4 hours, Bobby Nick, to pull in a fish. Like I would run out of patience before then, I think, buddy.
Yeah.
4 hours and a 2-mile chase across the Texas lake and nerves of steel. But angler Art Weston just landed what could be the heaviest freshwater fish ever caught on a 2-pound test line. The 153-pound alligator gar, measuring 7 feet, 3 inches long, was caught earlier this month in Lake Livingston, Texas, while Watson was fishing with longtime guide and world record chaser Captain Kirk Kirkland. The duo, who often teamed up for record hunts, caught the massive gar using ultralight tackle, a feat that, once certified, will set a new world record with the International Game and Fish Association. Yeah, they make a big deal. If you catch a large fish on a small line, the fishermen make a big deal out of that. It's like a bonus. Sharing what was most challenging catch of my life, Weston wrote on Facebook, "We worked so hard to land her, almost lost multiple times. A true 1% likelihood catch. Look at it, Bob. I know you're not big on water, Brody, but look at this fish. This is literally like the cross between like an alligator screwed a fish at one point in evolution, brother."
Jesus Christ, what the fuck? Yeah, man. It's got an alligator head and a fucking fish tail.
That ain't nothing, but at some point, some alligator or some fish looked at the other one and said, "God damn, that looks good. I'm about." Like, what the fuck, man? I ain't never seen. Did they put him back in? I'm not sure. Let's read on. It says, according to Weston, the gar swam 8 to 12 feet beneath the surface and would rest on the lake bottom for long stretches, dragging out the grueling fight. But with teamwork and a lot of patience, the anglers finally secured the fish, weighed and photographed it, and then released it back alive into the lake. There's your question. There's the answer to your question. They put back the alligator gar. Weston told Outdoor Life that if his 153-pound gar is approved as a new line class record, it will be his 81st world record entry. He's the only angler in IGFA history to accomplish a clean sweep of a single species and already has every men's line class record as well as all tackle world record for alligator gar. So that's a big ugly fish there. Big ugly fish there, guys. Let's see if I think I can make it a little bigger. That's what she said. See if I can give you a bigger shot at this by sharing. I see you backstage. I'm going to bring our next friend in backstage because this is what happens. The vibe rolls and grows. So we got friends back. Look, can you see that better, Bob? Look at that sumbitch.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're zooming in and everything. Yeah, so it's good. Holy shit. Yeah, that's crazy, man.
That is, I'm telling you, alligator went up to a fish and said, "Hey, girl, you looking good."
Yeah.
Let's fucking make some mixed up babies right here. So there you go. Alligator gar caught on ultralight line, a weird looking fish. A different story here for the vibe, not so serious news. Granny's new lover, says Widow Killer. Space Nerd is happy that they released it. Yes, they did put him back. Well, let me see. I caught me a fish. I got me a fish backstage. I'm going to bring him in now. He's my friend and yours. You guys probably, some of you been wondering where he is, you regular people. So he's here now. He is the prop master, Scott Fitzpatrick.
He needs some milk.
Caught right on time. How you doing, Scott? Enjoying an elegant glass of milk.
Doing pretty good. I guess you may not have heard a package come in for me today that I just received.
I did not. It looks like a large package there, Scott. That's right. It is April 22nd. It is the Tuesday after Easter. Oh, was it last Friday? He's got the guitar. Last Friday, he was anticipating. He thought it was going to happen live during BF Live, but then Stormy let us know, updated the shipping, and said it wasn't going to happen until like today, right?
Yep. And I woke up and she had already gotten it, retrieved it, and was sitting against my bedroom door. And I guess we're going to be doing an unboxing after the show today.
Well, I was getting ready to say,
4:30 p.m. Eastern.
Well, you were anticipating
Rock
it.
Live.
That's right. He was anticipating this box, and he's like, man, they had a live plan to do the unboxing now. But I say, since you scrapped that one and you got it in your hand, let's just do it now. Fuck Chris, let's do that now. No, come on, man. No, I know that you guys have been eagerly waiting to do that unboxing. He kind of helped you acquire this guitar or whatever. I think he's been part of it.
Yeah, he paid
and your
for
guitar
it, man.
bros.
Yeah. He's my buddy.
So what's the plan, man? You're going to do it live after the show?
Yeah,
Unboxing?
Bobby Nick might be able to tell you that.
Yeah,
I think it's like 3:30 Central Time, I think.
Rock Talk Live, 4:30 p.m. Eastern.
4:30 Eastern. There you go. That's when you'll
Rock
see
Talk
it, folks.
Live.
So if you want to see what's in box number 1, you have to tune it in. Pecan throws out the guitar emojis. I thought Scott was doing a walkathon. I believe he said he's leaving after tomorrow's show, halfway through tomorrow's show.
Exactly. Yep. I'm planning on launching, springboarding off of this show into the woods. In the
I appreciate that. It'd be even funny if you walk down the trail with your guitar slung on your back now that you got. But this is what Scott's going to be doing.
I'm honestly hoping that.
Scott would walk
forget about it after this unbox.
Would walk for 50 more just to shave his eyebrows off again and blow a fall down at your door. Whoa! Now. Great song. Hey, Popke, you set me up for it, you son of a bitch. That's a great song by Chris Popke. Matthew says, now, Matt, this is a deep cut. Scott Fitzpatrick and Patrick Fitz Scott.
Oh, man, this dude knows been around a while or something.
That's a deep cut that Bobby Nick blew away Scott with a long time ago. Scott Fitzpatrick, but does Patrick fit Scott? And Bobby Nick said that one day, and Scott's mind has been blown ever since.
Yeah, that was before I ever came on camera or anything. That was a something from the chat I did.
It was totally something from the chat. You hadn't even been on screen yet or anything. I remember that, Scott. But that's a good callback right there. That's a deep cut, we call that. So Scott will be doing his walkathon tomorrow. Oh, there is Scoot Popke. I had a top chat, not a live chat. You are special. Yeah, for those of you that are saying you're having problems seeing other people in the chat, there's a little selection of the 3 dots next to live chat or top chat. You can just check it to the live chat, now to give the most up-to-date chats. There you go. We got that one. See, Scott, you get acknowledged with Space Chief 75.
Space Chief.
Is Scott doing a regular milk challenge now? No, he has always enjoyed some milk. And that's just Scott when he did the chocolate milk challenge live here on the Vibe that day. That's because of kind of what was in the air, because I think Perry Caravello had just done it. I think Rev Fug Lee finally got Perry to do it. So Scott, he didn't want to be like kind of outdone, so he was kind of feeling it. But he changed it up a little bit. He did a chocolate milk challenge. There you go. There you go. Got that. That man is either retired, married, or both. Scott Hoya from Pecan. All right. Well, hilarious as Space Nerd. There we go. That's the song right there. Well, I'm glad you're here right for the news, buddy. Did you see that ugly alligator garfish I just showed?
Yeah, I seen that. And I mean, the pound of test line, we got them a lot around here. We catch them quite often. But I've never caught one or seen one that size. And the pound of test line is impressive. And what makes them so hard to catch is because their mouth are like all bone. There's really no fleshy part to stick a hook in.
Yeah, it's hard to catch because imagine trying to wrangle something cross between an actual alligator, but that can swim away, with that kind of power. But yeah, Scott, I being that we have water around here, I do know that it's a big deal that the bigger thing that you catch on the thinner line, it's more impressive and that much more of an accomplishment in the fishing world, right?
Yep. But usually when you hook into a gar, they'll come up to the surface of the water and your hook will just shoot back right in your face, man. It's almost like they spit it in your face because what it is because you're pulling on the string so hard and they the hook never really
when it finally comes out or something. Because they were pulling on it so hard you don't realize it and then it comes back at you. Wow, that's a more you know from Scott. So if you're fishing for those alligator gar, watch that snap back on that line when you're pulling it, trying to reel it in. I think they said it took like 4 hours, Scott, 2 or 4 hours to pull that sucker in.
With that pound of test line, they probably nursed that thing. Just the weight of them, man, they'll sink to the bottom and you won't be able to pull them up.
153 pounds, I believe they said it was.
I've never seen one that big.
like pulling up a medium-sized human being with a line, with a fishing line.
They're scary as hell looking. I mean, they make you scared to get in the water because they're infested around here, but they never bother anybody. They've never bit anybody. They've never
really.
No.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to mix in the water or any situation with them, man. That's crazy. All right. Well, I know that let's go from a fishing story to another kind of watery story, aquatic story. This story involves a shoreline and a Michigan man. A Michigan man escapes quicksand with no injuries and a new girlfriend. How does one do this, you could say? There's the couple right there. A Michigan man who became stuck up to his waist in quicksand on Lake Michigan Beach emerged without injuries and with a girlfriend. Traverse City residents Mitchell O'Brien and Brianne Sika said that they were searching for Leland bluestones at Reynolds Street Beach when O'Brien took a wrong step about 5 feet past the shoreline and sank into the sand, guys. Let's see. He just sank into the sand. It says, if it was obviously unstable, we would not walked on it, that he told the M Live, but it didn't look that bad. It just looked like wet sand by the time we were there. It was firm enough to walk on. O'Brien told Detroit News that his first thought was actually, not this again. He explained the incident isn't the first time that this guy has had something like this happen on the Great Lakes, bro. Apparently this guy's just falling through the sand all the time. O'Brien said he was able to escape his previous predicament by flopping down on his backside, but this situation was considerably more sticky. My left leg, I couldn't move it, and there was something holding on to it underground. It was crazy how hard it was there, O'Brien said. So let me show you this video here, kind of what it actually looks like. It said it has to do with the fact that at one point, Scott, they replenish the shoreline every now and then on these beaches, right. And they think it was basically like a pit or like an air pit in it. And this guy fell through the actual sand. Check this out.
Now I ain't gonna walk on a beach.
Now you ain't gonna walk on a beach. But this might. Here you go.
It's a popular trope in action movies. Heroes like Indiana Jones bogged down in quicksand, racing against time to get out.
Keep your arms above the surface. When the kid comes back, grab on.
But for one Michigan man, that cliche of cinema almost became a reality. Mitchell O'Brien trapped not quite in quicksand, authorities say, but a mix of sand and muck. He says he was out searching for rocks at a beach on Michigan's northwest coast when suddenly he hit a soft spot in the sand and got stuck. His friend, Bree Zika, was there with him.
I thought we needed help instantly.
But he was very good at reassuring that he would get out of there and that he was okay.
After 15 minutes to no avail,
Damn.
Mitchell still stuck up to his weight.
And that's like suction. You know that's like probably you feel like you're probably getting pulled down in there the whole time, Scott.
You don't bring your shoes back out of that one.
Well, you know, my closest experience with this is I stepped on some soft marshy land on a golf course one time, Scott. I thought it could hold my leg, and I went to like jump like a soft like riverbed, and I went down to my knee, bro. And I had some newer shoes on. I had to reach down with my arm because the suction took my shoes off my feet. I had to reach down with my arm and pull my shoes out of the hole in the ground, brother.
Right.
So yeah, I could feel a little bit of this right here.
The sand was.
Yeah, look at somebody says, was he? No, he was on Gilligan's Island. Space Nerd says, look, and he's on his phone. Of course, you got to be on your phone, right? Would you hate to be stuck in the sand and not have your phone with you?
Just getting put back almost faster than I could get it out of the way.
To me, those moments were terrifying, honestly, just to see somebody you care about in a situation.
The pair eventually decided to call 911 for help.
He's now got his foot stuck in the muck, cannot get himself out, about 5 feet out.
And that's when this action movie turned into a romance.
I referred to her as my girlfriend that's trying to call as well. At the exact same time, she got through to another operator and said, my boyfriend is stuck in the sand.
2 years of this guy being my best friend and just trying to hide everything, how I felt, and then he tried to die on me. And becomes my boyfriend in the middle of it.
Firefighters eventually arrived on the scene and pulled Mitchell out within a few minutes.
Patient's been removed from the sand.
Although situations like this are rare, fire officials and Mitchell...
What they do, like back up a Jeep, Scott? I thought they were going to bring in like a backhoe or something. It looks like they pulled him out with a Jeep or something. They got a rope, they got a rope around him, look. Oh, we're going to hook you to the front of the fire truck. Just hang on a second right here. We're going to get you right out in a minute. Just don't, you be patient right here. Just stay right there, boy. We got you.
Oh, tow truck, Jack Stone.
Here we go, come on. We're going to get you out here, boy. Hang on to your pants. Come on, you be all right.
Removed from the sand.
Although situations like this are rare, fire officials and Mitchell warn others to be more mindful of deep blue sand.
Go out there, enjoy it, look for your pretty blue stones like I did, but just be careful.
The couple now appreciating how a soft spot in the sand turned into a soft spot in each other's hearts. Aaron McLaughlin, NBC News.
Thanks for watching.
Isn't that special? Isn't that special?
She caught herself a beach whale.
Oh. Yeah, it's funny how the whole it turned into I'm like, when I read the headline, I'm like, ended up with a girlfriend. Like, how did that happen? How did that happen? All right, let me see.
And then they fucked.
And then they fucked.
Yeah.
The end. Bobby Nick, he's got this. You jumped right ahead to the end in there, Bobby Nick.
Right. That's right.
Jumped right ahead to the ending there. Let me see. Let's check in on our boy. Checking on our boy Andrew.
Oh man. Andrew.
God damn it. Andrew!
I forgot to tell you hi, Andrew, when I got here.
Yeah.
Look, we got new friends here since you woke up. Look at it. Scott's here, Andrew. Space Nerd called earlier, said he's going to fall asleep after lunch nap. He's going to fall out, I'll say. Well, he's the anchor in their relationship. Hi-oh. I see what you did there. He's the anchor.
The anchor.
Hey, Andrew, I was going to get ready to talk about the NHL playoffs are starting, buddy. We started talking about this a little bit at the beginning of the game. And I told you that Alex Ovechkin, he not only just surpassed Wayne Gretzky, but there were still some other records. He never scored an overtime goal in a hockey game, in a playoff game.
Really?
And you couldn't believe that.
Isn't he 42, 43?
I don't think he's quite that old, Andrew. I want to say he's in his late 30s, 37, 38. But he just passed Wayne Gretzky to be the all-time scoring leader in hockey. And even though he has that record, he had never scored a game-winning goal in overtime in a NHL playoff until last night, that is. The Capitals are playing against the Canadiens, Andrew. I'm going to show you how it went down right here, buddy. Alex Ovechkin, the all-time leader in hockey, got his first overtime playoff NHL game-winning goal.
Off this draw,
There it is. First career playoff overtime goal. So of all the goals he scored, none of them been in a playoff game. Another record.
He's a special player.
Say that again.
Special player.
He's a special player, huh?
Yep.
Yeah, he is. To be able to swat it out of the air or have control the puck no matter what way it comes to you, that takes a special skill. Hey, Not the Beast checking in, saying not much. Just woke up. That Earl is a headache sports nerd. Oh, what are we talking about? Let's see. Not the Beast. What's going on? Hey, we got Chrondo. Chrondo checking in from Andrew the Giant 96, saying, heck yeah, I finally catch a live. What's up, Chrondo?
Yeah.
That a friend of yours from Andrew the Giant 96?
Chrome. What's up, Chrome?
Andrew the Giant, you know he's Florida Andrew now, Florida Man Andrew. He's hanging out on my show today, and he's co-streaming on Andrew the Giant 96. You're watching BF Live The Vibe, and we're doing the Not So Serious News right now. I'm going to throw in a bikini report, Andrew. I know you like girls in bikinis and all.
Yes.
Now, I don't really know too much about this story, but hell, I don't need to know too much about it to show a girl in a bikini. But this is about some of these fancy names going together, Versace and Prada, like these all these luxury brands where some of them are merging, Andrew. And this girl in a bikini report, she's going to tell you about Prada and Versace merging.
There's a new fashion powerhouse ready to take on the world. Prada has just signed on to buy another major Italian brand, Versace, and Prada's paying just about $1.4 billion to make it happen, which might actually be a deal. Versace was sold for $2.15 billion just 7 years ago. It sounds like a match made in heaven, too. Prada has managed to thrive despite a major softening of demand for luxury goods over the last little while. Versace, on the other hand, has been losing money but is still a high-end household name. Prada says it has plans to boost Versace's slumping sales and continue the brand's legacy while celebrating its bold and timeless aesthetic. Personally, I'm hoping for something as instantly iconic as the green dress Jennifer Lopez famously wore to the 2000 Grammy Awards. Which fashion brands are your favorites? Let us know in the comments, and remember to follow the Bikini Report for more daily headlines.
There you go. So for those of you who know about those luxury brands, they put them together. A little merger there, Prada and Versace. All right, here. Well, I'm sitting here with my boys, hanging out with the chat family. Space Nerd says, I'm doing okay, still waking up. Well, I hope that helped you a little bit with joining the Not So Serious News. Let's get on with the show, but that's exactly what that was. We've got plenty more fun to have, folks. That was the vibe, Not So Serious News. There we go. I'm back in my chill studio now, hanging out with you right here on the Vibe. Yeah, and all my boys are joining us every day. This is great. We got Bobby, Nick, we got Scott. What's up, buddy?
I said that's right. We are.
That's right. We're having it. We're doing it today.
We're more regular these days. You know?
I love it. I appreciate it, man. It's great. And now we got Andrew in the mix. I get my luxury goods at Target, says Popkey. Wake and Bake Space Nerd says. Snake checking in. The Bootini port. Let's see. All right. What's up, Chocolate? Teresa checking in. I made a homemade pizza last night. All right. They're having fun talking about pizza talk and all that stuff. Let me get to some fun videos I want to play you here, right here. Let me see. I showed you that one. Hey, I heard that the Shuli Network, they kind of did that whole Dabble House and shit. You guys hear about that?
Yeah, I hit and miss watched it.
Do you?
Yeah,
I never seen a second of it. I heard about it. I didn't even know that it was going on while it was going on. But
I heard about it, but I didn't really watch much. But I do got some video. Apparently, look, Shuli bitch slapped somebody. Watch, I got this video right here. Check it out. Oh shit! What the fuck you doing, Shuli? What the fuck? I found this video. I said, that looked like Shuli bitch slapping somebody. Lest anyone think that's Shuli. He wouldn't hit no woman like that. Unless they had it coming to him. Sometimes you got to choke a bitch like Perry Caravello says.
Shut the fuck up.
You want to choke your ex-wives for cooking noodles in a saucepan. Like, that's a big fucking deal, bro. Unbelievable. There we go. Why don't we do this? We got to check the National Day calendar. We didn't check it today. So it is April 22nd. It is Tuesday. So that helps us frame the day a little bit. But there's always a weird holiday or celebration for someone or something. So we like to look in on them when we check the National Day calendar, which we're about to do now with the National Day. Hey, hey.
3, 2, 1.
That's right, folks. We like to check the National Day calendar with the National Day Hey Hey, because there's always these weird, wacky holidays or celebrations for food or for someone or something. So we like to check them here and talk about them on The Vibe. Today is Tuesday, April 22nd. Once again, today is School Bus Driver Appreciation Day. It is the 4th Tuesday in April. How about National Jelly Bean Day coming off of Easter right here? National Girl Scout Leaders Day on April 22nd today. And it's also National Earth Day. Let's go to school bus. Let's start at the top. School Bus Driver Appreciation Day. Each year, School Bus Driver Appreciation Day falls on the 4th Tuesday in April, which is April 23rd in 2024. Today, we are recognizing all school bus drivers for taking care of our precious cargo during the school year. Whether they are transporting our kids to school, home, activities, or sporting events, school bus drivers deserve recognition for the job they do. Were you guys ever big? Did you guys ever had to take the school bus much as kids, school kids?
Yeah, I did. I was kind of a rural kid, so I had to get up early in the morning and then extra early to make it to school on the bus.
So I'm guessing because Scott, my mother, she would like take us to school. She was not releasing us into the world, right? She was that kind of person. So,
Right.
so we were close enough she could drive us. So that I never, other than going on field trips, I didn't really have a lot of experience going back and forth to school every day, buddy. But I can imagine for you that had to be like one of your. I'm cutting down a little bit my signal.
Yeah.
One of your early morning horrors is that having to get up every day to be awake on time for that stress of that bus is going to pull up in front of your house, right?
Yeah, and you get your ass beat if you miss that bus, because then mom's got to go figure out a way to get you to school.
And then you got to be late and take you through the office and all that shit normally if you're late. So yeah,
And
what was your story? Like, did you like run out there with like half your stuff and forget shit running out the door, dropping shit? Did you have those kind of days, or how'd you handle it?
Yeah. And, the worst days is always the winter time, of course, because sitting out there beside the road, cold.
Yeah. Fuck
but
this.
yeah,
That's when you
and
learn
then
how to say fuck this, right?
Yeah, in grade school, I did live close enough in grade school that I was able to ride my bike, but at lunchtime we always had to go take another bus to another school to eat our lunch.
Oh, that's right. You mentioned that too.
Yes, and then when I was old enough to get a car, 16, I started driving, but there's a lot of school bus trips.
Yeah, I only really went on field trips. Stacey Allen sneaks in here while I'm doing transitions and stuff and says, "Hey, y'all." Hey, Stacey Allen. I hope you're having a great Tuesday so far.
My cherry pie. I can't really sing this song.
And if not, we're going to help you get better, Stacey. What's up? Yeah, Bobby. I was going to ask you your take, buddy.
Yeah, I have the same experience as you, Bobby friend. The schools were always close enough to my house that I walked. I just walked to school. I mean,
never really had
my elementary was just like not even a block away from my house.
Right. So you never had that experience either. And I never, like I said, other than going on field trips, that was my first experience with buses. Dang Lizard said, might sound shocking, but here kids take public transport, no special school bus, but we also have public transport almost everywhere. Well, we have a similar thing here too, Dang, where I live here in Baltimore, that I know a lot of the city school kids have to take the bus. I did it for a time when our family vehicle wasn't running when I was a kid. I took a 3 public buses to like elementary school and things of this nature, but never had the whole school bus thing, Scott, when I had that stress of like having to be out the door where something was going to come, and some days it might be right at 10 up, whatever the time is, and it might be 2 minutes earlier than that time or 2 minutes later than that time. And that would have been agony the whole time for me, buddy.
Yep. So you always had to get out there early. That means sitting out in the winter's cold.
Right. And then when you're out there, right, then you're out there and it's too cold and you're like, see, this could have been 5 more minutes that I was in my bed being warm, right? You start thinking about all that shit. At least that's what I would do. FJM talks about a 50-minute bus ride. 50-minute bus ride.
Yeah, that's about right. That's about what mine was.
Really?
Really?
My mom was my bus driver, so if I missed the bus, I was walking, says Widow Killer. Luckily, that never happened, though, says Widow Killer. Popke says, the same here, Dang Lizard. My kids take the bus and the SkyTrain everywhere. Widow
But
Killer
you know,
says, yes,
the bus on the way home after school, though, was a party bus, dude. That one was a good one.
yeah, you had, right, because you were heading to where you wanted to be. Like in the morning, it's like going to, you're taking me off to wherever, to purgatory or whatever, take me off to jail. But yeah, the bus ride home is freedom, and that's why, yeah, excuse me, the kids would be a little more raucous in the afternoon and kind of a little extra amp, you know.
Yeah.
Be physical. A lot of weirdos on public transportation, so kids being by themselves might not be the best idea. You know, Widow Killer, I find that this is all, I see I'm going underwater a little bit. This is all relative to your area. Like Scott's area was more rural, so he had that. You can hear that Popke, it's more of the kind of the standard or accepted that, or just understood that kids are going to be on public transportation, and maybe society is a little more gentle with them about it, is what you hope for. But I think it's different depending on where you live, like a lot of things in life. Busing started in the 6th grade, says Spurg. Wake up, Andrew. There you go. See if he's not.
He's crossed over.
He's on the other side, huh? Let's see. This is the only thing that woke him up the last time. All right, didn't work this time. All right, we'll check back in with him later. All right. Try to wake him up. Yeah, so that's very interesting. I'm glad that we all talked about that at length because a lot of people had some great comments on that. But it is part of the National Day calendar, so it's National School Bus Driver Appreciation Day. So first ones picked up, last ones dropped off. Yeah, that could be a problem too, Scott. When you got off of school, like you probably wondered, hey, could you drop me off first? Like I need to get to my shit like right away, right?
Well, yeah, actually, on the way home, you wanted to be. I mean, I did. I kind of wanted to be one of the last ones off because I wanted every last minute, hanging out with my buddies and stuff on the bus.
Oh, okay. Party bus, like you said, it was party bus. All right.
Yeah, you get home and it's time you got to work and stuff. So.
Widow Killer saying play the bricked up music. Ready? I wish I could do. I don't know. I can't do a 2-shot of that. I could start playing it, but that would be funny. So yeah, we appreciate them bus drivers, and you know what? And it's got to be crazier nowadays because with these kids nowadays acting all a fool. Now they have cameras on a lot of the school buses nowadays, Scott. Probably a different vibe on the buses nowadays.
Yeah, and you got to be careful. I mean, we learned growing up is because there's some of the bus drivers was a little bit special themselves, like they should have probably been on the short bus instead of driving the bus. But you got to be careful about who you bitch about and get fired and stuff, because I see these some bus drivers will come and get on, warn the kids and yell at them and stuff, and then they'll go tell their parents. Then that bus driver get fired.
Yep.
And then you get a worse bus driver, is what we learned. It just gets worse.
Right. You thought that you were doing something like, hey, man, I ain't going to take this guy's shit. We're going to get rid of this guy. And they send you somebody worse. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Terry Nee says, our buses have 15 cameras on them. Holy shit. Yeah, exactly. So it's a little different nowadays with the bus driver. But Scott, the other thing I remember from the bus drivers that I did experience, bro, is that they were always like, you always just picture them being like sitting at their kitchen table, like chain smoking and drinking Pabst Blue Ribbons when they weren't doing this, right, buddy? And then I think we learned as we got older that some of them were actually kind of like fucking day drunk driving us around, right?
Right.
So you had some of that going on here with some of the bus drivers. Like you said, when you mentioned like they were the short bus people, it's like, yeah, they kind of had issues of their own where you could see them like in deep thought, like smoking and drinking their Paps and all that stuff. And they're driving busloads of kids around. Well, there you go. How about let's see what else is on the National Day calendar. I know we're, excuse me, we're at 133 right here, which is halfway through a 3-hour episode of BF Live The Vibe. So after this National Day calendar check, we're going to take a piss break and then we're going to reframe and let you know that we're basically going to have this much fun, a whole other show on the other side of the piss break. More fun on the other side of it. Today is National Jelly Bean Day today, Scott. We talked about our love for Easter candy and all that yesterday. Now, this used to be one of my main jams back in the day, Scott, is jelly beans, but I don't think I've had a jelly bean this year yet.
All through childhood, I don't know if it's a texture thing or just, I don't know. I didn't like or wouldn't try jelly beans until I was probably into my 40 years old, man, before I'd even try a jelly bean. And then I loved them.
Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, because it's just a gooey like a little candy center to them, and the color, the flavor might be on the outside, but you can see them. Now, when it got weird for me was the whole the flavored one, the Jelly Bellies, right, where you could mix ones that taste like puke and this and that and the other, all these different flavors.
Oh,
that's when
yeah.
it, right, Bobby Nick. That's when they got
Those
those
are
weird
fucking
Jelly
disgusting.
Bellies. Yeah. But now I would avoid the black ones when I was younger. I didn't like the licorice
I don't like the
flavor.
black
I
ones.
didn't know. Yuck, 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 yuck.
We all share that. Well, who can resist a handful of sweet jelly beans on National Jelly Bean Day? Well, on April 22nd of each year, you really don't have to resist at all. As a celebration, enjoying them is a must. While candies made in a similar manner existed before jelly beans, Boston confectioner William Schraft made them popular during the Civil War. With their firm exterior, jelly beans were the first candies sold by the pound. Schraft encouraged his customers to send them to Union soldiers. In the 1930s, jelly beans became closely associated with the Easter holiday, thanks to their egg-like shape. However, confectioners make jelly beans available all year long now. So there's no excuse not to enjoy them if you have a craving at any time of the year. And then they go on to quickly talk about how Ronald Reagan, the 40th president, he kind of made the whole jelly bean experience famous because they were present at his inauguration. He started eating them when he quit smoking years before. The Herman Golitz candy company supplied red, white, and blue jelly beans for the 1980 event. At the time, the company didn't produce blue jelly beans. They created a blueberry jelly bean for the first time, especially for his inauguration. So enjoy them jelly beans today. National Jelly Bean, and but I haven't had one this year, guys. And now they make like special ones, like they make Starburst ones, or they make Jolly Rancher jelly beans. Scott, like some of your favorite flavors, they'll make them in jelly bean form now.
Right. I guess I haven't had jelly bean in a couple of years now. Think about it.
Yeah. That we put some thought to it.
I don't know when the last time I had a jelly bean. Jesus,
isn't that amazing? Because like when we go to the basket, my mother would give us the baskets with the fake grass in them, and they would throw the jelly beans in there. I'd pluck a first few out. They'd be the first things I'd eat, Scott.
Yeah.
Back in the day, yeah, for sure.
All right, Bobby Nick, ain't that something? How that's the only way we were exposed or had jelly beans, and because nobody's throwing them loose in a basket for us, we didn't have any. Haven't had any since. Reagan had a jar of jelly beans on his Resolute desk. Trump has a jar of immigrants. Okay. We try not to be political here, Popke. Let's see. Popke, I want to try. Let's see. It would take a lot of money for me to drive kids around. See, especially these kids nowadays, Space Nerd. Space Nerd who says...
I bet it is rough nowadays. I bet nowadays bus driving's a whole different animal than it was back in the 80s or whatever.
Yeah, you tell them right because you tell them to like because back in the day we had that uncertainty, like you said, they might have been special, and you wouldn't press the bus driver's button because they might snap on you, right, Scott?
Plus, kids and as a rule, kids seem to have a little more fear of adults or respect for adults more than they do these days.
Yes, they did back in the day. You're right. They don't have that shit no more. Pecan says, I like jelly beans, but I really have to be in the mood for them, though. I love jelly beans, specifically the old-fashioned ones, says FJM. My favorite was the Viagra flavored jelly bean. Is that what your wife told you it was? Is that what she told you? JFC.
Oh, no, he said vagina flavored.
Oh, I thought he said Viagra. Oh, wait a minute. Now you're talking. What was I reading subliminally? Holy shit. Cock and balls, my favorite, Bobke. The cock and balls. You play with your cock and balls. The Jelly Belly, Bertie Bott's beans were the gross ones. Originally came out because of Harry Potter. Yeah, my wife and my daughter, who's into Harry Potter, they tried those. They had the butter beans, Scott. You've heard the term the butter beer or butter beans?
I know the boxer, but I didn't know it was.
Yeah, I was just going to say.
No, they had these Harry Potter themed, these butter beans or something that's supposed to be from that world.
Yuck.
I love the Harry Potter ones. Booger isn't as bad as you think.
It's fucking disgusting. I've tried it.
Oh, man. Andrew would love it, man. We ought to send him a box.
Well, see, with the Jelly Belly, whatever fucking beans, they have them so you could get a good one of like the green or the orange, get a good flavor or a bad flavor, and you don't know what you're gonna get. And I did a video actually of it. And I just kept getting the bad ones. I think I only got one good one.
Damn.
Out of all the flavors.
That was another thing too, because I had special flavors, Bobby Nick. So I would try to eat all the orange ones first, and then I'd eat all the next preferred flavor until I got down to having just like the licorice ones left, and I would just get rid of those. Yeah,
we ought to send Andrew a box of booger beans, man. I don't know.
Booger beans. There you go. Come on, Egg. Tell Stormy she'll get on it. Space Nerd says, when Jelly Bellies first came out in the Pacific Northwest, I ate way too many of them. I believe they used to have sardine one, and those were disgusting. Let's see. Somebody up here said that the vomit one does taste like vomit, however.
No,
the popcorn jelly beans are good, says. That was another one. Yeah, they got ones that taste like buttered popcorn. Now, I have tried that one, the jelly beans. And yeah, they have a weird buttery taste to them, Scott. It's really weird.
Doesn't sound very good.
Popke says, I took my 16-year-old daughter driving last night, Space Nerd. Took a couple years off of my life. Good luck with that, Popke. Find a big parking lot. Let's see. Ooh, now we're getting into candy talk because Spurksnake says, I'm a Mike and Ike fan. More than Jelly Belly. What's your take on Mike and Ike there, Scott and Bobby Nick?
I'm not sure what Mike and Ike is, and I'm not sure what that is.
Oh, no, you don't know what Mike and Ike is? It's basically like the best jelly bean like ever, but it's like rectangular. Oh, Spurksnake. My bros don't know what Mike and Ike is. Oh, shit. You don't either, Bobby Nick, huh?
No, I have no idea.
Oh, shit. We're going to learn some shit here today, boys. Let me show you. I will show you what Mike and Ike is. They are delicious. They are fruit flavored. Why is that coming off of there? I click on one and it goes bad. Here we go. They are fruit flavored goodness. They are chewy in the center. Like I said, they're like a rectangular jelly bean. I'm waiting. Son of a bitch. Thing's waiting me to log in. Just trying to get a picture of Mike and Ike. I'm trying to log into anything. Try this one. The Mike and Ike site. They're like the best jelly bean ever, basically, guys. Hey, everybody talk about Mike and Ike. I've been eating these since I was a kid, guys. They come in little tiny boxes and whatever. These right here, Mike and Ike. You guys obviously never seen these, right?
I've not seen them.
Oh, we got to get Andrew some butter beans. We got to get you also Mike and Ike. Yeah, these are great, Scott. I might even have some on my back shelf too, bro.
I seem to remember like a commercial or something about these.
Is the texture like a jelly bean? Is that what?
Yep, but a great jelly because it's long and so yes, it's a very good like a soft, extra fruity kind of jelly bean. Scott is the best way to describe it, there, buddy. They're delicious, and now they come in different mix now. Like this was the OG flavors, just your grape, orange, cherry, strawberry, what have you. But now they're doing like berry mixes, red rages, all these different sour watermelon. But they're great, and they're chewy, little firm on the outside, kind of like how about Good and Fruity or Good and Plenty? You guys remember those?
Good and Plenty, I've heard of those.
Right? Yeah. And then they had Good and Fruity because I didn't like the flavor of Good and Plenty. Mike and Ike's, bro. Bobby Nick, you said you remember a commercial, huh?
Seems to be familiar.
They've been around for a long time. Let's see. Oh, that's a newer commercial. It's not anything old or anything. Let's see. Mike and Ike, the split. Nah. Well, there you go. So now we're learning about Mike and Ike today. I'm a Mike and Ike fan. I like the licorice jelly beans. Space Nerd says, is that me or BF buffering? Yes, I'm buffering. That's me. Bones up, says Matt checking in, Scott.
Bones, Matt. Today's the day, Matt. Guitar came.
That's right.
Oh, look, they all got their screens already. So yes, Matt, if you want to know, I think 4:30 East today. Scott got the box. Delivery is there.
Well, that green screen doesn't pick it up at all. Well, there's a box in my hand if you guys can't see it.
Yeah.
Scott will be unboxing at 4:30 East today. So see what's in the box right there with the guys later on. And they're going to plug this at the end of the show. Bones up, Matt from Peak Hunt. Hoya, Matt from Space Nerd. Spurksnake says, what, Scott? What? Yes. Do you have a favorite Jelly Belly combo? Says on Andrew's channel. What the fuck, says the Chunksta? How could you not know what Mike and Ike's are? Damn. Cinnamon jelly beans are my favorite. Jelly Belly from Not the Bees. You like the Red Hots, huh, Bees? Yeah, they have like a Red Hot version of those. Matt checks in and shouts out the prop master and says, word of advice, bud. but you should definitely take a couple of extra pairs of socks and underwear on your overnight hike.
Yeah, I didn't really think about the underwear, but I was going to take some extra socks as I tend to get blistered up easy.
All right. Let's see what's going here. Bob and Obs suck though. Yeah, Mike and Ike's are good, but Bob and Obs suck though. The soap jelly bean is interesting because it tastes like soap, but doesn't at the same time. My mom is a first generation Dutch immigrant, so we always had super salty little black licorice. I love them, but I have never seen anyone that didn't grow up with them and not spit them out immediately, Popke. Yeah, that's an acquired taste, buddy. Let's see. You guys are talking. I want to get through the chat here, and we're going to catch up. We got adding Mike and Ike's to my list, says Space Nerd. You got to get them. Come on. Oh, you're not a fan, but you're adding Mike and Ike? All right, let's get on here. A box in Scott's hand. What's her name? Oh, not that kind of box. Is Andrew okay? Let's check in on Andrew right now.
Someone needs to hold a mirror under his nose.
Andrew! See if he's breathing. See?
Andrew!
What's up, boy? We're still here with you on the vibe. We're about to ready to take a break, though, in a minute there, Andrew. All right. You might get swamp ass on your 50-mile walk, Scott, says Chris Popke.
Yeah, I'm going to bring some toilet paper, too. I remember might have to squat in the woods, man.
For 50 miles and Scott would walk for 50 more just to shave his eyebrows off again and blow a fork down at your door.
Has anyone had to take a crap in the woods?
Many times, brother.
I have.
Times.
Yeah, it's not the funnest thing to do. That's for sure.
No, and if you got pants on, if you leave your pants on when you poop, some people do. But if you take you squat, if you got to kind of grab make sure you don't drop your log and
in your
what I'm
pants.
talking about in your pants. Yeah,
Shit into your pants sometimes. That can happen.
We got the chat checking in if they've ever shat in the woods, and Matt checks in saying yes, many times. I love one of my favorite words in the past tense of shit is shat. I just love the word shat. I don't know why. Not many words that I can say I love, but I love the word shat. They shat in the woods. All right. Well, let's do, since you're going to the woods.
Oh, he's gone.
Bubba Brian's totally gone now. Oh, I think I see him moving.
Yeah, he's back.
All back?
I think so.
Scott's like, nope.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, you're kind of back in and out.
I see.
Yeah, that's just weird.
I see.
No, you got
Shit.
I think
you freeze and then you unfreeze and then you freeze again, then you unfreeze.
I can hear you. Then I got.
Yeah, we only hear a word every once in a while.
Yeah.
Stick with me.
We're sticking. We're sticking.
There we go.
Excuse me.
All right. Try to present this again. Screen share. Let's get through the national day, hey, and then we'll get on with more fun. But what I was about to say, can you hear me now, guys?
Yeah.
All right. It's Earth Day, Scott. So maybe you're going to have to explore the Earth from this angle. It's Earth Day today. So you're getting started tomorrow. This is part of your Earth Day celebration. Each year on April 20th.
Earth Day.
It's Earth Day. Okay. Andrew's excited about Earth Day, apparently. I didn't know he was awake. Happy Earth Day, says Space Nerd. Each year on April 22nd, a National Earth Day campaigns around the globe promote ways to keep the Earth healthy and the planet livable. Since its inception, the organizers promote events educating the public about a variety of subjects, including climate change, air pollution, water pollution, erosion, recycling, composting, all those very things, Scott. That's going to be a thing because I just noticed more and more. There's a lot more litter out in the world than when I was younger there, buddy.
Oh, yeah. Everywhere. You can't really go nowhere that you ain't going to see human trash somewhere.
I think about that crying Indian, right?
Yeah.
The crying Indian. Like, he'd be crying all over the place. So, yeah, it's funny when I see all of these people complaining about the environment and straws and things like that. I just, and then you see all this kind of litter around the world. I don't know.
Yeah. What I generally do if I'm camping, provided if I'm going to be,
You
if
know
it's just
what
a day, if it's just a day trip, I'll just take my trash and put it in my pocket or whatever. I don't really want to leave my trash around or burn it when I'm in my campfire.
That's good. We got Andrew alive, active again. What's up, buddy?
You know what? My favorite thing is people that don't believe the environment is right.
You think that's your favorite thing? People that don't think there's anything wrong with it?
No. Sarcasm. Like people that don't believe in global warming.
Mm-hmm. All right.
People that don't believe in other stuff,
Mm-hmm. Well, I think it starts simple, like just kind of picking up our trash and kind of like, it's like Scott says, like just not being a slob and kind of like you said, you burn it sometimes or you kind of take it with you. That's one way you can kind of honor the earth. Just don't be an asshole. Pack in and pack out, says Space Nerd, talking about the trash. I hear in some of the national parks, Scott, we did the reports that they expect you to do that with your feces too.
Yeah, no, that I'll leave behind.
We did a report about apparently Yellowstone and some of the other parks are having, it was so much of a problem that they've had to put notices up about it that they don't want just people shitting in the woods because people want to leave their shit behind, and it's not a good thing.
Right. There's probably places, and they're probably just like pooping right off the path. Where I go, if I say I got to poop in the woods, it's where nobody's going to walk ever. I'm probably the last person to walk there since the Indians are alive.
There you go. All right, well, that's Earth Day. You have to keep that in mind tomorrow when Scott is going to be leaving. And for those of you who join us tomorrow, Scott's going to be leaving kind of mid-show, and he's going to start a journey down a 50-mile trail. He's going to see how far that he can get down to it, and he's going to be videotaping and maybe checking in with us during some of that. All right, well, I'm going to wrap this segment up right here. That was definitely our extended look into the National Day calendar, Andrew, with the National Day. Hey, and then we're going to come back after this. We got to take a little late piss break and tell you how much fun we're going to have right after this. That was the National Day. Hey.
3, 2, 1.
Having so much fun here on the Vibe, talking, having extended talk sessions with the great chat family and my co-host and bros, Andrew the Giant, Bobby Nick, the prop master, Scott Fitzpatrick. We are hanging out. We're doing it right here on a Tuesday, folks, making the most of your day, I hope. But we needed to pause for a cause, folks. We normally pause at 1:30 East right here. That's halfway through a 3-hour episode of The Vibe. But we're having so much fun. It is now 1:52, so we're past due for the piss break. It only lasts 2.5 minutes, but it's a good time to pause for the cause. You can grab a drink or grab a smoke or grab a friend, grab a snack. Grab that friend, though, and tell them that nobody's having more fun than we do right here on The Vibe. And when we come back, we will fall down Scott's hole and see who's enjoying that lately, blah, 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 on his latest locales on the internet. We're going to fall in Scott's hole. We'll have a Terry Nee knowledge break. We can get back into that Riley Martin whack package. We'll have
3, 2, 1.
That was totally a mistake. I hit my space bar. But we're not going to get to anything, folks. We got to take this piss break first. So it's 2.5 minutes, folks. So grab a drink, grab a smoke, grab a friend, and come back in 2.5 minutes for basically a whole other show right on the other side of this. Right after this 2.5 minute piss break, more fun. See you in 2.5 minutes, folks.
I think I need a piss break. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I'll do the pee-pee dance, pee-pee dance. Yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I need a piss break. I do the pee-pee dance. I do the pee-pee dance. Yeah. I I need a piss break. Oh yeah, I'll do the pee-pee dance. Oh, watch me now. I'll do the pee-pee dance. Come on, give it to me, that pee-pee break. DJ, hook it up. Drop that beat. Yeah. I'll do the pee-pee dance. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Yeah, yeah. Watch me now. Pee-pee breakdown, pee-pee breakdown. Break it down, pee-pee, yeah. Think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. I think I need a piss break. Oh, yeah. Wash your hands. Don't be gross. I know you touched your pee-pee.
Happy Tuesday. We are back for the second half of the vibe. We're back from touching PPs and whatever he had to do to pause for the cause. Sitting here with my boy Andrew. How you doing, Andrew? Got your little nap in? You seem like more awake now.
I didn't know the inside of your ear could peel.
Inside of your ear could peel? Yes, Andrew. The first time that I got like sunburn on the tips of my ears or any part of my ears, I thought that was weird too, brother. And he's describing all his places he's peeling there, Bobby Nick.
Yeah. Interesting.
All the places he's peeling. He's never been outside long enough to burn before. I know you touch your pee-pee, says my generous friend P-Cunt. Thanks for checking in, P-Cunt. Spurgsnake says, my dog is training herself to pee when she hears Electra. Well, there you go. That's a good time to do it. Better than just pissing for no good reason. Let me see. It's probably good enough. I should do this because we were just talking about Earth Day. So we should show I got a couple quick videos because, let's see who does this. There's a couple. Have you ever heard about the Great Pacific, the garbage swarm that's out in the Pacific Ocean? Since we're talking about
Earth Day. I've heard of that before, yeah.
Well, there's some amazing companies out there, amazing volunteer organizations that are out there cleaning up some of this stuff out here. The Ocean Cleanup Team, Bobby Nick. Make the show. I'm wondering where my dog is. Check this stuff out. Like they go out and basically they drag these large drag nets in this big. There's a Pacific trash swirl. It's so much trash, a garbage patch that we have that's kind of coming off of the earth or being dumped into our waterways that it actually has turned into a great swirl called the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. It says around 10,700 kilograms of plastic removed from the Ocean Cleanup Team. Watch this video. People are doing some amazing work. And what I'm amazed with, Scott and Bobby Nick, is the scale of not only the nets and the boats, all the shit that they're pulling out of the ocean too. This isn't just water bottles and straws, guys. Check out this shit. Look at that. That's just all floating around in the ocean. I have a more detailed one. I got another video. But it's normally it's like those plastic barrels and old coolers and just stuff that's been like just jettisoned or released out to the sea. That's the Caribbean, not according to the information that was on it. Sunscreen at every inch. That's all from Perry. For anyone wondering, that's all from Perry.
Shut the fuck up.
He is kind of a slub. All right, Widow Killer. I got another video that kind of shows you a little more clearly that this one's called The Biggest Trash Catch Ever, the Ocean Cleanup. This is from 2024. This is like last year in review. But I like to bring this because it brings awareness up, and plus it shows some of the cool stuff that people are out there doing, taking care of the planet. So check this shit out here. then we get on some more fun with the vibe. Watch us here.
In 2024, we made very solid progress in our mission to rid the world's ocean.
Look how big that catch net is, Scott and Bobby, Nick.
Oh.
They have that, so that everything in that buoy, it's going to catch and be driven into the back of that net right there.
Look at that rainbow, man. That's nice.
Cool fucking rainbow.
Of plastic.
Double rainbow.
Whoa, garbage
Whoa.
rainbow.
Yeah.
But once again, here's the scale. Like, look at this. This is like...
Our total global trash catch from ocean and rivers this year was massive. More than 11,000 tons, and still counting. That is more than our impact from all previous years combined. Let's see how we got to this number, starting with our ocean operations. This year, we optimized our operations with System 03 in the Great Pacific Garbage Patch. We made it increasingly efficient, reliable, and safe for marine life. As a result, we managed a total of 112 extractions. Based on System 03's latest performance...
So they've done this 112 times with that net, just to give you a scale what's out there, guys.
Dang.
Imagine pulling this in 112 times filled.
We declared in September that the cleanup of the GPGP is both achievable and affordable.
At a cost of $7.5 billion.
That's less than the U.S. spends on Halloween decorations each year. Meanwhile, we prevented more trash from entering the oceans in the first place by improving the performance of our existing river interceptors. And we deployed new ones. In Bangkok, our flagship Interceptor Original kicked off the first phase of a multi-year initiative to clean the Chao Phraya and reduce plastic pollution in the Gulf of Thailand. In Jamaica, we've used learnings and data gathered from our first 7 deployments to expand our network of interceptors. And in October, we installed Interceptor 15 into Sandy Gully, the largest gully in Kingston. In Guatemala, at the mouth of the Rio Motagua, we launched Interceptor 21, or as we call it, Barricade XL, our largest interceptor to date. This massive barrier is now acting as the last line of defense for the Gulf of Honduras, home to the second largest coral reef in the world. More than ever, this year we saw how our mission can create positive impact.
Look, refrigerators.
Not only in terms
they pull
of
refrigerators out of the ocean, bro.
Intercepted trash, but also by protecting and restoring oceanic, coastal, and riverine environments. Improving the lives.
That's my biggest takeaway from all of this, guys. It's just the largeness of the trash that's being pulled out.
Yeah. At least they're getting to cleaning it up. You know what I'm saying? That's a good thing.
So just right. It is. What's up, Andrew? What do you got to say about this, buddy?
Disgusting.
Disgusting. Yeah. So everybody, don't be so disgusting with the world. Widow killer. A lot of it comes from the other side of the Pacific Ocean too. Yeah, and there's different countries that have different standards about throwing their trash in the oceans that we don't. Or does Hawaii have a longer coast? Let's see. I don't know. But there you go. Well, we all just kind of be mindful of all of our trash and maybe make sure we don't push our fridges in the ocean. Maybe the world will be a better place. All right, well, I just kind of wanted to show that since it was already Earth Day. I kind of was sitting on that. It's from everywhere, folks. That's right. Only you can prevent forest fires and littering. That's a more you know right here from the vibe. Well, let's continue on right here. Let's do a couple. Terry Nee, I wonder what Terry Nee's up to today. Because my boy Terry Nee loves playing some golf. I wonder if he's in any of these videos right here called golf shots. Check out these golf shots. And it went in anyway. He crunched his club and it went in anyway. 4! Smack him in the nuts.
Oops.
That's a classic.
Oh.
Right. Oh, the cameraman got it.
Oops.
Oh, the wind. Oh, the dude, his clubs are going down. He gone. His clubs are gone. Oh no. Oh no.
Somebody did the practice swing on ice, boys, not good.
Oh shit. Yeah, dumbass.
Off of that skinny ass tee and back into his head. Oh shit, there you go. Well, I hope my boy Terry, if anybody's playing golf out there, is having a better Better day than those guys were from everywhere, folks. Matt said he did. Widow Killer says that most of that trash is from apartment 102.
Shut the fuck up.
Well, you probably do. You're always complaining about you got so much stuff in there. You probably just throw it in the ocean. Space Nerd's laughing. Matt said he did. That is Chris after replayables. Before, during, and after. I'm pretty sure this is why Perry doesn't golf. So Tungsten says, broke my arm playing golf. Stiff-armed a cart into a tree. Oh, damn, Scott. Those damn cart accidents, bro.
Yeah, I can almost feel that when you said that, man. I can just imagine.
So he was he stiff-armed it, so he was stiff-armed and put it into a tree, thought that it was going to stop his force, and his arm said, nah, son, we breaking. Oh, damn. Thank you, Juggalette Jen, for being the 20th like. I hope everybody would like, share, and subscribe wherever you're enjoying these shows today. This is The Vibe, and we're co-streaming on Andrew the Giant 96, so welcome anybody that's joining us from over there. Andrew's hanging out with some of his other friends today. Andrew will probably be doing a live after the show. Did you do your live yesterday, Andrew, like you said?
Yeah.
Yeah, did you have many people come over? Were you able to stay awake through it and all that good stuff? What's that?
A little one.
A little one. Well, there you go. You can always catch Andrew the Giant when he's not hanging out with his friends. Andrew the Giant pops up and does them lives on Andrew the Giant 96. But I think it's that time, guys, because our boy Scott's here. I don't know if we're going to get to do a Scott's Hole tomorrow before you leave. I'll leave that up to you, Scott, whether you have time to submit some of these. But let's do it, folks. It is that time to run the element and put up the banner and let you know that we're about to fall in Scott's Hole.
Down in Scott's Hole. Smoking a bowl.
I haven't talked about that much today.
Down in Scott's Hole.
Oh, man.
Smoking a bowl. She likes to fly. But Tammy's wings have been denied.
God. Can I ask something? Who's singing that?
That is, I'm glad you asked that, Bobby. Nick, it's almost like we're doing a show together. You know exactly what to ask. That is the one, the only, the creator of that and all the PCL tracks, Chris, to the pop to the key, Chris Popke.
No shit. He's got a good fucking voice.
Initially, I sent him a lead. I kind of did it spontaneously here on the Vibe, and I put echo to it, and that kind of messed up his ability to edit it. So I sent him another track, but he had already done it, so I'm on the background on that one. You'll hear it at one last time when we end it, but we're in Scott's Hole right now. Thanks for asking that, Bobby Nick. That is Chris Popke. You want to know Chris Popke on the lead vocal. So Scott, what's going on with your hole? And did you see the cartoon that I sent you or put in our chat?
No, I'm just now looking at it.
Okay,
I see now.
Oh, it's a related cartoon, so maybe I'll tag that on the end of this for a little fun, Scott.
Yeah.
So why don't we talk about Tammy first? So for those of you who don't know and joining us the first time from Andrew the Giant 96, our boy Scott is our longtime friend, and he kind of found us. We all found each other by Scott's great interest in like podcasters and weird, odd, strange people that bring it a little different. And so these are some of Scott's favorite locales here. So we're going to talk about Tammy first, right?
Right. My favorite.
Yeah. Tammy, yeah. So she does the like lives every day still, right? She's kind of active, right?
Yeah, all day, every day, man. They might be 6-minute lives, but then she'll go right into a 30. She's just all day, every day, off and on and off and on and off and on.
Right, because we've learned, not everybody catches everything that comes out in real time on the internet. So we have caught up. Like one of your favorite locales that you turned me on to is this Cyrax kid, and he's been out here doing it for a couple years and all. We're going to end with Cyrax, but yeah. So we like to kind of feature some of these stuff here. So we got Tammy, who's still doing the damn thing on the lives every day, and then we got a little Cyrax, who's kind of a little couple years delayed, but we have fun.
Don't come on me, man.
Come on, man. Oh, yeah, he does say that. Wow, he spit that line out so fast, Bobby, Nick. Come on, man. Don't come on me, man. It's like he was waiting all his life to hear that line. That's funny that you said that. All right, well, we're going to talk about Tammy first. And she's had pizza. We got Needs Pizza and Sweet Dreams and Nightmares.
Yeah, the Sweet Dreams one, I guess you can play first if you can. It's just her... just being Tammy, and I put a little music behind to go with it, and I had Bobby Nick in mind when I seen this. The way it ends with the face she makes, the way it ends, it looks like something off of Devil's Rejects.
There you go. So this is Scott's hole. This is some of his favorite locales. There's some crazy people that kind of bring it or do it a little different here on YouTube's and the internet right here. So this is Scott's hole, Tammy, and then Scott, I noticed something about Tammy here. Tammy showing some skin, looking a little topless here.
And surprisingly, her armpits aren't too bad.
Once again, like Scott is trying to slowly convince himself, Terry Need, that Tammy is okay to be messing with. She's saying the armpits are okay, the legs and the butt look okay in the public meetings, but let's see what Tammy's up to now.
She's got that barbed wire tattoo, and I got a barbed wire tattoo.
Oh my God. Oh my God. That's all you got to do is tell Terry Need that shit, that you both have matching barbed wire tattoos already. Holy shit. Well, let's see what Tammy's up to. Tammy has the answers, or this is, let's see.
This is her nightmare.
Oh, this is her nightmare.
This is someone is making fun of the way she looks in the chat and telling, and this is her response.
Yeah, she said, somebody in the chat says, I'm going to have nightmares by watching you. Right. And this is Tammy's response, and great song that you put with it.
Oh, good. I hope you do have nightmares. I hope I haunt them very well.
The spider. I always thought that was real for a second. That's another thing about Scott's videos. You have to watch them because he puts all kind of Easter eggs in there. With little graphics, little spiders and shit.
Look at that.
Oh my God, is that a serial killer face? Holy shit.
I hope I haunt them very well.
It almost gives me goosebumps the way the music goes with that face she makes at the end.
It really does.
Is that, wait, she says she has the same tattoo as Goldberg. That's the barbed wire one, right? Saw earlier. So fucking scary, says FJM. Uh-oh.
Oh, shit. I know why Scott thought of me. I did this on karaoke one time.
Yeah.
You sang Welcome to My Nightmare?
Yeah.
Wow. That's a hippy dippy song there, Bobby Nick. She got the same tattoo as Goldberg. We got some laughing going on, which is what we're here for. Oh, the annoyed group home supervisor checked in earlier before you guys got here and were telling us how they want Andrew back, Scott, because they're saying the new couple of was it Shane and Jethro? They're like shitting in there, smearing it all over the place. The girl she won't stop crying all the time.
Yeah, it's horrible.
Checked in again, says Andrew used to love this girl Tammy. We found him jerking it to her all the time. God damn it. Don't be telling, just because Andrew's out of there now doesn't mean you can totally legally dox him, annoyed group home supervisor. Stormy checks in on this Tuesday and says, this walkathon better not be an excuse to go pick up a new woman like this chick. She's not coming back to my place, says Stormy.
Well, I'm told there's a lot of homeless encampments along this trail, so I'm curious if there's people I'm going to run into. And maybe I'll bring home a roommate for us.
Well, I don't know your vagrancy laws there in your state, but I know certain areas have vagrancy laws where if you don't have ID or a certain amount of money on you there, Scott, they could be processing you. So make sure you got your ID on you, that you're not, got a little ID, a little money on you, so they can't accuse you of being like homeless and shit. Juggalette Jen is laughing. Stormy, good afternoon from Pecan. Stormy shouts out Pecan. Stormy catching all the love and acknowledgments here on a Tuesday checking in. How are you doing, Stormy? Checking in on Tuesday. I'm looking for this. All right. Hope it doesn't do that, Scott. You got to take a raincoat. Raincoat check.
Yeah,
all right.
I got me some, like a plastic.
You need a sleeping bag.
Sleep. Yeah, I don't necessarily, I'm kind of with Stormy. I don't necessarily think this is all coincidence that we're watching Tammy videos. She's parked on the side of the road somewhere. Scott suddenly wants to go for a walk, just to go as far as he can go until he finds something or someone, Bobby Nick. It is kind of adding up to that. I think Stormy's on to something here. We have to watch out for that. Scott really likes those.
God damn it.
Scott really likes those Mexican houses where 8 people live in a 2-bedroom blaze aiming. Well, there you go. All right, well, let's continue on with our next one because Tammy like I said, Tammy's still actively doing her thing. She's like an active low-cal, and she was on there talking about pizza, Scott.
Yeah, and see, when she's on there so much, she's what they call it, grifting for money or whatever,
Yeah.
e-begging or whatever they call it.
E-begging, grifting, yes.
So if she's just talking to her crowd and nothing seems to be going, she'll just come right out and ask if somebody will buy her something.
Yeah, well, I'm not against eBay and grifting here on the vibe. Okay.
That's what this is.
All right. Well, right. But it's funny because when people come up to her and offer her $5, she goes, I feel so horrible because I look like I need money to people, right?
Right. Which
But
is
then the
part
other
of
side
really
of
just
that,
her hustle, really.
yeah, this is right. And the other side of that is that she'll get on screen and do what she's going to do here about asking for some pizza.
See that thing in the reach.
Somebody want to get me a pizza?
Buy me butt and touch my pizza. What? Buy me pizza and touch my butt. What? Look, whoa! She's got like a skin mustache there, bro. Look at this
What
shit.
in the fuck?
Bobby
Look
Nick.
at it.
That's not added in, Scott.
No, that's right.
And that's not
these
penciled on. Go ahead, Scott.
No, it's like because I've studied her pretty good, and I used to have a girlfriend that was similar to this. She's got like these muscle lines in her upper lip that she can just flex, man, and makes her lips do that stuff.
She has she has natural Vincent Price or Gomez Adams mustache, says Widow Killer. I have never seen anyone, Bob, I've never seen anybody be able to crease that area between their lip and their fucking nose like this, bro, and have control. I'm telling you.
She's
this
folded
woman,
in her
tongue,
lip,
but not their lip.
She's managing to fold several folds in her. She's got control of it, like
yeah, she's got all these folds between her top lip and the bottom of her nose. How does she do this? Now Scott's comparing her to past Conquest. Holy shit. Ain't so bad.
I heard that.
Look, and then it goes away just like that.
Yep.
I'm telling you, she has puppet level contortion of a human face.
A pizza pie, a pizza
And the dog, there's a fucking dog.
Oh, shut
Please, please,
You drop this quick.
please.
Fuck you.
Put your hand in the throat,
Okay?
then you won't get it back from Amore.
Oh my God, she's a devil.
And then she says, thank
El
you so
Diablo!
nicely.
El Diablo!
She's downright fucking scared. Well, somebody says that in the chat. Somebody said, Widow Killer said, demon. Straight up demon. Right there. Let's see. Speaking of your guests, you better not, because you're not coming back if you're not alone. Past Conquest. Hell no to the no. If she wasn't crazy, she'd be perfect for horror movies, says
that's what she looks like. She could be right on Stivel's Rejects or something.
For real.
I can't believe with all the stuff that we deal in and out of, Stormy, that Stormy says, I hate this. we see and go through a lot of content, and for anything to really bother Stormy is surprising to me. But let's watch this one more time. I think it only bothers Stormy more because of the potential personal connection with her father. Let's see.
See that thing in the reach.
Somebody want to get me a pizza?
And the dog. The fucking lip.
My Lord, what the hell the fuck?
Somebody want to get me a pizza?
I can't believe I nailed it the first time like that. I wasn't even trying. Look, it's slowly growing. Look, she's in the middle.
Oh, it's forming. It's forming.
It formed right there. I'm telling you, Juggalette Jen. And Stormy's like, you're not lying. Yes, she has puppet levels of control. She got like Gomez, Vincent mustache, John Waters mustache.
A pizza pie, a pizza
That's the noise that you're supposed to avoid, says the Chunksta. And the dog never fails for a cry for help during any lives. Like, she's live, help, help.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
She's even telling the dog to shut the fuck up.
Fuck you.
Put your hand in the throat,
Okay?
then you won't get it back from Amore.
Put your hand in the crack and you won't get it back from Amore. I'm listening to the words of the song, Scott.
Thank you, Spring.
That's Amore. Oh my God, Amore Eel, that is.
Oh boy.
The song that you used, Amore Eel. That's Amore. Put your hand in the crack and you won't get it back. That applied for her too, I think. Oh, my shot.
This is what I do when I'm not hanging out with you guys, Andrew.
There you go. Scott's like, I got important things to tend to. This is what he means.
Are you almost 2,000?
Yeah, not too far, like 905 or something like that.
Matt says, go ahead and get that prop master. More power to you, bro. Don't let the comments keep you from true love.
That's right.
Don't do it, man. Don't do it.
Matt is
Thanks
your
for the support, brother.
He is your mod and he's your prop master supporter. My goodness. Now,
just gonna suck you in with them fucking armpits, and then that's
like
it.
I said, there's more stuff, more content on the YouTubes that anyone could keep up with any given day. So a lot of this stuff went by us. We didn't see it the first go around, but Cyrax, Scott has fell in love with this in a way, in the locale way, with Cyrax, and his two are called Standing Tall and Rabbit Ferret.
Yeah, the standing tall one is just an extenuation of the one yesterday where he just got his ass beat.
Right.
And then the other one will be when he's talking to his attacker. But yeah, this is an more of the yesterday's call where he got his ass freshly beat, and he's still a winner. He still won, and Marty's a bitch.
Yeah, because this has been like a slow roll because Scott is like rolling these things out to him as it happened in real time. So yeah, Cyrax was called over. He showed up the other week and he said, I ain't no bitch. I'll go fight Music Biz Marty or whatever. And he went and he screamed and cried like a bitch off camera and got his ass beat. And then he goes back to the house after like basically crying and limping away. And he starts feeling his oats again. And he makes these, yesterday it was I'm Still Standing that you kind of put with Elton John's song, I'm Still Standing.
And this one's similar, same conversation. He's still standing. He's still strong. And, well, you'll see.
All right. He's still standing. He just got his ass freshly beat. And so he's in the middle of kind of being in the middle of a fight and calling the police and tattletaling on him. This is what happens in between tattletaling and getting your ass beat if you're Cyrax.
And he's like a pro wrestler, man. It's like what do they call them, promos?
Yeah, we noticed that he had to grow up watching WWE strictly, Scott, because the way he lives his life is almost like a promo style. Like don't come at me like I'm that dude, like kind of thing. I mean, I don't know what kind of mirror he's got, but let's run this. Still here.
What? And by the way, you doing that just shows you ain't never been in a fight before.
It's that whole camera bravado, Scott, because even though he's living in both worlds, because a lot of these keyboard warriors never make it out into the world to actually get their ass beaten. They're only strictly keyboard warriors, but he's kind of in both worlds right here.
Yes. He's in limbo.
It's like he doesn't have this bravado if he's not in front of the camera. He gets beat up like a bitch when he's not on camera, but when he's on camera, he acts like this guy, admiring himself and what he's saying into the camera and believing every bit of it.
Still here.
And he can't believe when he gets out in the real world or other people like Music Biz Marty see it, they don't accept him for the badass that he is, Scott.
I'm still standing and
he's wiping the blood off of his nose.
Talking shit while wiping blood off his nose, Bobby.
Fucking bitch.
Oh shit. He's still here, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's go back because Matt had your very supportive message in here. He's like, go for your true love and all. But then Stormy checks in and says, his ex act crazy too, LOL. And Matt, you're banned now. Let's see.
How do you wake the fuck up?
Apparently, Stormy knows what checks I'm talking about. Now she was a little bit younger, a little bit, but she had that mouth that she could contort and stuff. She reminds me a lot of Tammy.
Okay, all right. That's why Stormy's traumatized in the chat today. Cyrax, the human punching bag, says a big cunt. He's still standing. Who does he think he is? Elton John? He did yesterday, Widow Killer, when we fell in Scott's hole. He actually put, I'm still standing. I don't know if you were here yesterday or not, Widow Killer. But yes, he kind of did that. And matter of fact, it's right here because, let me see. Because with the handy arrows that come on the shorts on Scott Fitzpatrick's page, Prop Master 69. Prop Master 69, I just clicked on the other video, and here it is. Right here, Scott.
Yeah, one will lead you to the other.
So everyone wants to know, am I okay? Your boy's fucking good.
He's reading the chat. Your boy's fucking good.
And there ain't none of you motherfuckers that can't sit there and say that I didn't fucking show up and show out. Can none of you say
that's why we were late, Stormy.
Show up and show out because I did. I showed up. I showed the fuck up. I'm still standing.
Still standing like Elton John.
I'm still fucking
limp wrist and
standing.
everything.
I'm right here. I'm still fucking standing. Yeah, Marty may have beat my ass, but who cares? I still showed up, bitch.
All right, there you go. So that's the one that we led to. You can do that too by clicking on PropMaster 69 link that's running throughout the entirety of my chat for this show today. There's the links all running right there. Like there it is right there. The link I was just talking about. Scott Fitzpatrick, the PropMaster on YouTube. It's right at YouTube, and it's just / Scott Fitzpatrick. What's it? PropMaster 69 is the easiest way to find that. Click on that link right there, and you don't have to type all that shit in, and I don't have to read it to you. All right, Scott, I think I got one. Oh, I have the Cyrax Rabbit Ferret video. Now,
yeah, this is where
he's for us.
This is where, and like maybe a day after the call or whatever, where Music Biz Marty actually gets him up on a panel, because what Music Biz does is he keeps sucking Cyrax in. He's always he'll post something, make Cyrax react, because Cyrax has to react to everything. And so this is after the fight, and this is him talking to Music Biz directly on the. But because of the shorts, I can only capture one of them. You know.
No, that's okay. So this is the response. So you saw Cyrax. For of course, when you're on social media and you get your ass beat, the first thing you do is go back to your house and talk shit into your camera. So I'm sure that Music Biz was tuned into this, seeing these, and so he kind of had a response, and he said, "Hey man, let's do this kind of on air live, right?"
Right, that's it.
All right. Well, then here you go.
And keep it and look at what Cyrax is wearing. He's wearing like one of them karate kimonos or whatever you call them karate.
Like his post-fight kimono or something. His cool-down kimono.
Yeah.
And I noticed that he also doxes
paper
himself.
hanging in his nose. He's got toilet paper hanging in his nose still.
Yes, he has the bloody kind of the tampon. He made the home pain nose tampon to keep his nose from bleeding down his face. But he also doxes himself on this particular clip, Scott.
Yeah, that's his real name, that Chance Wilkins. That's his real name. He actually doesn't really like being called Cyrax. Sometimes he's always back and forth. But Chance Wilkins is his real name.
I was going to say, for online names or names in general, especially a guy named Chance isn't a bad name. I would have just stuck with my name, but I guess they won't allow him to stick with his cool name, huh?
Right.
They had the name is Cyrax. Well, let's see what our boy Chance Cyrax has to say. This is him and Marty after the fight that caused him to stuff tissue up his nose because it's bleeding down his face. They're still talking shit online.
You kind of came bolting out of your door at me, Cyrax.
That doesn't give you the right to fucking swing on me like you did.
You raised your hand. It looked like you were
I
holding
was
something.
fucking pulling back my sleeve, you dumbass.
Oh, come on.
Don't come on me, man.
There it is, bro. He was fast as shit. Now, do you think he knew what he was saying, or I don't know? Don't come on me,
no,
bro.
I don't think. Yeah, I don't think he.
I don't think
he just got lucky with that one.
Do you think, Scott? Because that's a good old classic joke, and he was fast as shit with it. He was like, "Come on, bro. Don't come on me, bro.
Don't come on me, man. You almost fucking killed me, and you fucking know it." So, Marty, no, there was
got the roaches. Scott's got the roaches at the bottom of the screen. I told you though, we got Easter eggs in here.
Dude, I could have. You were screaming like a little girl.
You almost fucking did. Did you not hear the fucking death rattle in my voice?
Yeah, Scott, well, you want to accurately describe what that death rattle was?
That was just he was screaming like a banshee. I guess there's a bit of a death rattle.
I was going to say bitch. But you said banshee. Yeah, I'm like, I'm watching this and I'm like, death rattle. Look, Matt says hashtag death rattle, aka bitch scream.
You all right there. When you hear a death rattle in someone's voice, that means they're
then you tried to punch me again from the ground.
Because you wouldn't get off of me, you asshole.
Well, you look like a rabid ferret.
There's the line. You don't know what to say.
You learn anything tonight?
Get you at all.
You
the rabid ferret himself, Cyrax. Our wrestling video making friend Pecan over here says, Chance Cyrax Wilkins, I need to put him in my wrestling videos. You can find that when he makes it at Pecan420. His link is also running in my chat today.
Yeah, but before you live on Chance too, keep in mind. Actually, I've been saying he's a low cow, but I've come to learn he's what they call a horror cow. A horror,
Really?
as in, yeah, because he's a pretty despicable human being, man. He's done some gross and despicable things.
Some a whore cow? Horror?
Horror, H-O-R-O, horror. Horror cow, we call him.
So
like
Scott, so
next
like I
level.
said, brother, you have your new fresh girlfriend who's doing her live still, Tammy and all, but we have Cyrax,
Right.
and we can tell because you went back on some of this camera video. There's so much. There's like a library of videos that you can go back on for Cyrax, right?
Yeah, and you don't want to be a Cyrax defender, or they will come for you, man. The trolls will come for you.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything worth defending out of this guy. He
Right,
seems
he's a piece of shit.
Yeah.
He seemed like a low quality guy that, like, with the wrestling hype, he thinks that he's better than everybody else, and only he should be able to podcast and say what he wants to say, Scott.
Yeah, and to say, and I've watched that fight video many times. Most people probably, if you was to listen to Cyrax there, you'd probably be wanting to take his side, feel sorry for him. He gets picked on, and then the guy beat him up, and the death rattles and all that stuff. But if you watch the video, I watched Cyrax. He was showing he made self-defense videos, and he's got them necklaces on. And what it is some kind of weapon that he can pull off his necklace and to hit people with. And if you watch that video, you can see him going grabbing for his necklace and pulling it off. And you hear Marty said you was trying to hit me of something or something. You also see Cyrax charging Marty. Marty didn't charge him, so Cyrax went to his house.
He came fast. Yeah, he walked fast.
And ran to it.
He
ran up
accepted
to
the
it.
challenge.
Oh yeah.
And then just got his ass
He was
beat.
just stomping over there.
See, I didn't notice about the whole chain that he's gonna pull off and make a little chain nunchuck or something.
He's got a self-defense thing. He's got a little what it is just some kind of round circle piece of metal or something on there that he uses kind of as a punching.
That's cheating, though. That's right there. That's cheating.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Wrap around your fist.
Oh, right. Andrew might be right. Wrap it around your fist like a little portable brass knuckle. Right. Look at Andrew with the fight knowledge over here. All right. So, but like what I was getting to, I want to set up one more thing of Cyrax, and then we'll get on and see how much more fun we can have in the last half hour or so. We're going to be here together today on this Tuesday. I hope you're enjoying BF Live, the vibe, hanging out and watching Andrew sleep a little bit and hanging out. Florida, Andrew. Welcome those checking us out from Andrew the Giant 96. So yeah, Scott, I put this in our chat last night because people take this. I love the originality and the creativity from these crazy people in these communities that take YouTube stuff and kind of take it to another level. And I think that's what this screen's going to show us right here. This is somebody that took the whole Cyrax, the tape of him being arrested and basically crying like a bitch and everything else. A little bit of the timeline of Cyrax, but this is an animation called Cyrax Goes to Jail. And let me give props on this. This is from what is their page called, Scott? This is
a new one to me. I don't know this one.
Slothcat is who kind of did this. Cyrax Goes to Jail. And this Scott's gonna you're probably gonna trip out on this because look at this right here, Scott. This is like the video.
Yeah, this is the with the ball bat incident.
So this is animations of real life events, but done in an animated form. And some of these events we've seen courtesy of Scott's camera videos. And so some of these you're going to see you're going to hear the actual audio put to animation right here with Cyrax Goes to Jail.
You gonna get your fucking babs on your head, bitch.
There he goes. There's the fight you showed us, Scott. That's the fight you showed us with the bat. That's about how it went, too.
You win. Please let's go.
With the fucking animation with the scab, Scott. I know you love that. They nailed that shit.
I'm thanking you. Please.
There's the death rattle. The bitch screams. Look, there he goes. He goes back. What's he do? Later. This is the audio of him getting arrested in his house put to animation, Scott.
Oh, yeah.
21. Good. Hey, Chance, we're going to have you turn around, put your hands behind your back for me. Why? What's that? Why? Because you're under arrest.
Why? He cries like a bitch.
Yes, the death rattle appears.
What? Stop, Chance.
Calm down. Mom, please relax. Stop. Calm down. I'm scared. I know you are.
You got to choose, Chance.
Mom, please. Chance.
That's why you keep hearing Chance.
I protected myself.
Turn.
Sir, I have been trying to.
Turn.
I have been trying to help me.
Legs up in the air.
Come on now.
He's calling for Ed. That's Ed. That must be the the stepdad or whatever.
Stepdad, yeah.
The shirtless stepdad. He's got to be ever present. He's screaming for Ed to help him because he wants anybody to stop them from taking him to jail, because now all this keyboard shit has turned into some real shit, and now he's getting cops, getting cuffed up.
Mom, I love you.
But that's the actual audio. I watched the video last night, the blurred out police cam video from inside the place. This is actual audio put to animation. So this is not exaggerated sound for comedy purposes. This is actual.
Jesus Christ.
Why you do it to me?
He's got the sign. He's a pedo.
Every time I scream for help, you never do anything. Every time I scream for help.
What a bitch.
How you doing there?
Uh-oh, it's
What's
not over
your
yet,
name?
Scott. Oh, Bobby Nick.
Hi, my name is Shyt.
Chance.
That's nice. Real nice. I have a question for you.
What?
Peanut butter or jelly?
Oh, shit. Peanut butter jelly, man.
Both it is.
I thought it was just county jail. It's getting like that. Look. He gone. Uh-oh.
Hey.
Later that day.
How are you?
I don't feel safe.
Don't worry. I'll keep you safe, little buddy. You know, sometimes you have to close a door to open a window.
Do what?
Do what?
And sometimes you have to bend over to pick up the pieces. Oh no. Would you look at that? I just dropped my soap. Can't you be a good lad and get it for me?
There you go. That's who made that sloth cat right here on YouTube, guys. There's
That's pretty good. I hadn't seen that.
Hey, well, Scott, thanks to you, I got this shit showing up in my algorithm. So I didn't go out there and say, type in Cyrax animation, bro. I'm innocently on my phone looking up content and enjoying myself like I do. And because I got this Cyrax shit showing up on myself, all of a sudden I got that cool ass thing. But I'm glad that I do. Wasn't that funny, bro?
Yeah, yeah.
Well
I can't believe he's screaming like a bitch because he's got to fucking get booked in jail for like.
Man.
It's a death rattle, Bobby Nick. It's not screaming like a bitch. It's a death rattle. Okay.
I've been arrested probably 5 times in my life. You know, you just put the cuffs on. They fucking put you in the back seat. You go there, you get your fucking fingerprints and your picture taken, and usually you're released within a fucking couple hours. Maybe you might have to spend a night or two.
Mm-hmm.
But that's it.
I think there's all the proof that you need to know that he's that keyboard warrior. Is these fake tough guys or these guys that grew up watching wrestling and have no consequences or anything, talking shit, and then when consequences show up, they show up here on Scott's Hole. Good idea. Everybody got what they got. Come on, what you got today, folks?
God.
That's the view from Scott's Hole, a little fun segment we do here on the Vibe. That's peanut butter and jelly. You knew what was going on. The tossed salad man was here. F Jam was laughing at that. Nasty Nate and Cyrax says P Cunt checking in right here on the Vibe, having fun on a Tuesday in the middle of the day. And I know these guys that I'm sitting here with, Andrew the Giant, Bobby, Nick, and Scott, they're not done podcasting today because it's a no filter Tuesday. They're going to tell you about that when the plugs come up right here on the Vibe. But right now, let's do a little interlude here. Let me play a little clip because I like to intermix fun clips and stuff in between the fun segments that we do. So, Scott, this is a little reminder, a little leftover from the holidays about, they say that cannabis is harmless. So imagine if your bunny rabbit ate your weed, man. This might happen.
Right.
Uh-oh. No sound to it. Are you eating that weed? I don't know if I totally agree with this because this cannabis don't have this effect on me. A few moments later, oh shit, he wearing that mofo. Look.
Oh. Free from madness.
I don't know. That's what they used to say. That's what they used to say, Bobby, Nick, because they didn't know the difference. But actually, real reefer heads know that you don't get motivated to beat anybody's ass, do you, Scott?
No. Make peace.
Right, Bobby knows that too. You get motivated to sit on your ass or build shit. You don't get motivated to do this shit. I'm gonna blame alcohol totally for that one. But there you go. We do a little fun video here on the Vibe.
With cannabis, you can stare at a fucking wall laughing for an hour.
Exactly. You ponder your existence. You don't do anything like that. Don't do anything like that. Who showed that? We showed Shuli doing his thing. We showed the peacock eggs. Let's see. I got a little science clip I want to show you real quick. You guys ever had to go get your like a CT scan or anything where they put you in the tube and they scan your body?
Yeah, man, I don't do well in it. I'm claustrophobic, and it was a big ordeal to get me through one of them. I ended up having to be sent to a special hospital to do an open MRI.
Yeah, open MRI. Open CAT scans or open MRIs. I've been kind of into both. I've been put in the tube where I'm just in the tube, and then I got the one where it's just the ring that goes around you, and they kind of put you through.
I'm too big for them tubes, man. I'm touching every wall inside of it. I can't.
The
take
tube,
it.
even though I can make myself lean here, Scott, and I definitely felt a little. I had to make myself not think about how claustrophobic I was feeling in there.
And it's so loud too. Whatever it's doing, it.
That's what I'm getting at, Scott. Because that's where my mind goes. Like, because they put the music on you and they say we're going to give you a couple simple instructions: breathe in, breathe out, all this stuff. But then there's all this whirring and all this like machinery going on around, and I'm like, let me see. We have what's up, literally a dummy, literally Alex checking in saying, yo, what's up, everybody? Checking in from Andrew the Giant 96. You need help with your homework. Well, we'll get it right to that. Let's see. Chat, I need help with my homework, checking in on the Vibe. Let's see. 2 + 2 is 4. And I don't want to say what your mom is, but let's go. Bob knows the rest of that one. Check it out, Scott. I've never seen this. So if anybody was wondering, what is all that whirring and all the sounds that goes on when you get one of these scans? Well, bro, this might be a little more disconcerting because they are slinging like electronic equipment around at you at like fever's speed. Check this out. This is open. They have it actually. They got the shell and everything off of it, Scott. So check this out.
Hey, you get a movie? Scene 1, take 5.
They just slinging electronics.
Good Lord.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's just crazy, ain't it? So that's what's going on when you hear that noise, Scott.
Yeah.
I think they use straight up like jet engine technology because I know GE makes a lot of these. So that's what they're doing. I guess they're creating the field and then they kind of scan your body with it as that field is being created.
Right.
We have liftoff.
We have liftoff, says Andrew. You're right, buddy. There you go. That's what it looks like. Literally metal. It's a huge magnet. I get them every 6 months, says Electric Head Gino. Space Around reminding her she needs to schedule hers. But look at that. There you go. I thought that was a pretty cool video to show you.
Yeah, they used to. because I had to have one for my back, and I just couldn't. The first time I couldn't, and then they ended up giving me some Valium or something to calm me down beforehand, and they give you a panic button, and I never could get myself to be. And I consider myself able to take just about anything, but I couldn't take it, man. They ended up having to send me to a different hospital to take an open one. I couldn't take it.
So you have to be careful not to drop it again.
Hey, Andrew, don't be dropping stuff.
Yeah.
Hello, how you doing?
Hi.
How you doing? Hey,
Could
I can put you backstage if you like. I'll put you backstage real quick. There you go. You're backstage. They can talk freely. Literally metal. Does an MRI do something similar? Never had one. MRI. I'm not sure if they said that was a CT scan. I think is what they said that one was. But there you go.
Is the CT for your head?
I don't know. I'm not a doctor and I don't play one here.
MRI, I think, is what I took. It was the
I know
thing
it's
with your whole
magnetic
body.
resonance imaging is what an MRI is. That's like a little more radioactive involved in it. A CT is like a CAT scan. So I think they're two different kind of a technology, I think. But like I said, you might be surprised hearing this from me. But yes, I've been in both of them. And I'm claustrophobic as hell, says FJM, our calcified friend.
They wanted to give me one time, and I was like, no, I can't do it. There's no way. Claustrophobic. I can't do it.
Well, there you go. They do have more open ones now because there's many people that are like you, and we have a place around here that's literally the name, Bob. It's called Open MRI, and because they let you know right away that you won't get claustrophobic here at this one. So maybe that's something more that you need. That there you go. All right. Well,
yeah. This is when I was like 25. I remember that. Like,
really? What was it for, Bob? That they wanted to do that?
I really don't remember. You know, it was a long time ago, so I have no idea.
Wow.
But yeah, maybe. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we have any of those open ones around me.
All right. Yeah. Thanks for talking for. I'm looking for my next folder for the next thing I want to do here on the Vibe.
I think well, they ain't all just open like that. I think well, at least what they told me then was the open ones don't give you as detailed of a picture as the.
Oh, really?
Do they not?
Right. That's what they told me. Yeah, that's why they ain't all open like that. Why they would rather you not do an open one.
I didn't know that there was like a limitation to one. I just thought it'd be equally as good. Let's see what I'm looking for.
Probably depends on what ails you too. What kind of thing you're
what they're
there
looking for, right?
Right.
Yep. Looking for my banner so we can do our next segment here. While you guys are chatting up, thank you. Looking for, why can't I find anything? We're going to do Wild World of Records. We're going to check some world records, see what's going on in the world of Guinness World Records with Wild World of Records, but I can't find a thing. That's what we're going to do. Let's watch these now. Couple world records, guys, I want to show you right here in Wild World of Records. In this first record, here we go. Well, this has a California woman uses the world's largest tongue to play Jenga. Jenga in our first Wild World of Records right here. There's the tongue.
God,
and I'll read you the story, and then we're actually going to watch her do this. The California woman with the world's largest tongue, 3.8 inches, showed off some tricks that she can perform with her massive mouth muscle, including removing Jenga blocks. Chanel Tapper, 34, who has held the Guinness World Record for the longest tongue female since 2010, said her tongue, which measures 3.8 inches from the tip to the lips, gets her an array of reactions. She says, honestly, the best reaction I could ever get is when someone sees my tongue that is screaming. I actually do like when people yell or scream in shock or horror, she says. She told the Guinness World Records. But that's probably my favorite one because it's funny to me because it's the dramatic response. Tapper showed off
my balls, baby. Come on.
Tapper showed off some of her tricks that she's learned to perform with her tongue, including removing Jenga blocks, flipping plastic cups, and holding spoons. She says it's a little fun, silly thing like that. That's what makes my tongue the most fun with what I can do outside of the box with it, she says. So here, I'll just run the video right now, guys, because I could talk about it all day, but we got to see it. Let's see what the world's longest tongue can do.
God.
My name is
Jesus.
Chanel Tapper.
Oh, she's got a dickin coming out of her mouth.
Guinness World Record holder for female with the longest tongue.
This is some Freddy Krueger shit
I like
right here.
little fun, silly, or what have you, things like that. That's what makes my tongue, I feel, the most fun, when I could do things that are outside the box with it. Honestly, the best reaction I could ever get when somebody sees my tongue is screaming. I actually do like when people yell or scream or in shock or
Popke says, imagine what she would do inside the box. Oh my God.
That's just so unnatural.
Yeah.
Looking, you know? Oh my
or
God.
horror sometimes, but that's probably my favorite one because it's funny to me, to be honest. It's a dramatic response. I don't really like to bring up my record because a lot of times it kind of gets some flack and I don't really like the attention. I deal with the attention when I have to. And
you can probably like go lick the bowl if it's so chunks of what you say. What she can do inside the box with it. Yeah, she can like lick the rim, if you will.
it's totally fine, but just to have it for no reason is not really my thing.
Oh, Gene
My
she can play
favorite
my
thing
bass.
about being a record holder.
Damn, she used it like fingers, bro. Do you see that, Scott?
Jesus.
Yeah, it's like an elephant's trunk.
Yeah, yes, like an elephant trunk. Whoa, licked, and like a dog that barks, licked grapes out of a bowl.
My favorite thing about being a record holder
right in the bottom.
has to be when I get to travel and meet other record holders as well. It's fun, and of course, I get to see the parts of the world I've never seen before. The official measurement for my tongue, if I'm not mistaken, is around...
Whoa, look at that shot. Look at FJM says we found something for Scott's hole. Uh-oh. Going to see if she has a live YouTube. Let's see.
Parts of the world I've never seen before. The official measurement for my tongue, if I'm...
There it is. Look at that.
Dang.
That's all the way out.
I'm not mistaken, is around 3.9 inches.
Just pop it on her head.
That's challenging.
4 inches is fine.
Whoa, there's a clip from Bobby Nick. Holy shit. So that's the first one, my first record in Wild World of Records is kind of what we're doing right here. Damn says peak hunt. She has a prehensile tongue. Oh my. Prehensile tongue. Widow Killer says, I need to see Andrew's reaction. Andrew's off camera right now and backstage. I think he might be, I don't know if they're taking care of his needs or tending to him right now. But if he was back, we'll try to get both of those things to happen. Happily Gosling is like, what the fuck am I looking? She measures from the balls. She's going to put that in your booty holes, not the bees. You would feel like you'd have like a worm coming up in your body. Like, what the fuck? Something is crawling up inside of me. Like a monkey tail, BF says Popke. No shit. Well, there you go. All right. Well, that's my first record in Wild World of Records. That's kind of what we're doing here. Wild World of Records. In this next wild record that I have for you today in Wild World of Records, Chopsticks ninja skills earn an Idaho man the Guinness World Record. So this is about chopsticks, about throwing chopsticks. The world's top Guinness World Record breaker put his ninja skills to the test by using chopsticks to hit a target across the distance of 13 feet. This guy we've seen before, Idaho man David Record Breaker Rush, who holds the most concurrent Guinness World Records, reclaimed the record for the most targets hit by chopsticks in 1 minute. The record requires a prospective record breaker to stand 13 feet away and hit the inner gold and red circles of the archery target. Chopsticks flew, one after another. They sailed through the air, finding their mark in the coveted gold and red zones. The rhythm was almost meditative, each successful hit fueling the next, Rush recalled. I'm going to show it to you right here. It says that Rush originally set the record at 19 hits, but his title was later taken by another chopstick marksman who managed 21. Rush this time successfully retook it with 29, Scott. We're going to see 29 chopstick hits. So once again, these odd world records here.
There's one thing you might not know about serial record breakers, and that's that they're a nightmare to have as dinner party guests. I had David round to my house. The cutlery went absolutely everywhere. What are you attempting here?
For the most target hits with chopsticks in 1 minute.
Can I have a go at this?
So not only does this guy like wants the record, but he's a guy that wants to have the most records. Scott, remember this guy, this David Rush?
Yeah, right.
That's all he's about, is they just having the most records of anybody.
There we go. Well, I hit the target, but it didn't go in, so it wouldn't have counted. Of course, in you come.
The target you need to beat is 21.
Yeah, so you got to get that rotation on them. You got to get that flip, and they got to be in the red and gold zone.
Here we go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Out of this, he only got, his record is 29, guys. But look how many he's throwing. So it's not based on how many attempts you make, it's how many you get to stick in a certain amount of time. Picking up the speed.
Some great cruising on there. The zones you're in.
Yeah. I have mixed feelings about this one. David, as the famous saying goes, William Tell could hit an apple off your head from 100 yards, and this man can hit a processed pea. Let's get the man in. Come on, Will.
David, I can confirm it was a valid attempt, and of the chopsticks that were in the centre circles, you achieved 29. Come on, you are officially amazing.
Come on! Oh, there you go. He did it. 29, guys.
Come on.
I just want to get it.
So they're seeing how hard it is to throw just one, Scott.
All right.
So there you go. That's a pretty good record. Pretty fun record here on Wild World of Records on the Vibe. All right, I got one more for you guys. This is a different one. And somebody like Pecan asked, who allows these? Question, who comes up with this shit, Scott, right? We've kind of determined that you can kind of approach them with just about anything, and if they want to, they'll make it like a record thing, right?
Yeah.
Let's bring our boy Andrew back in. We got Andrew back. He's back on camera.
Right.
Hey, Andrew.
Take a piss.
All right, as long as you don't take my piss. Andrew, did you happen to see the woman with the world's longest tongue playing Jenga?
Imagine her blowjobs.
Whoa, wait a minute. He didn't even, did you see it? He didn't even see it, and he's already imagining blowjobs, guys. Did you see it, Andrew?
I saw it all.
You saw it all? Well, people want to see your reaction to it, so let's get some live reaction from Andrew. Let's see. Let's play it one more time. And Andrew went right away. He went 0 to blowjob like every guy. What do you think, Andrew? Look at that.
Tapper, and I am the Guinness World Record holder for female with the longest
snake.
Looks like a snake.
Tongue. I like little fun, silly, or what have you, things like that. That's what makes my tongue, I feel, the most fun.
And no, Andrew, she doesn't do health care for people like you. So she's not a nurse, so don't ask.
I could ever get when somebody sees my tongue is screaming. I actually
touch your nose,
you can yell or scream. Or
how many inches Gene Simmons has?
I don't know. I don't. Bobby, can you look that up? They have the measurements.
In shock or horror sometimes, but that's probably my favorite one.
They did say she holds the female record, Scott.
It's a dramatic response. I don't really like to bring
Andrew just set the world record for most naps taken on a live stream.
A lot of times it kind of gets some flack, and I don't really like the attention.
Andrew only said what we all thought. I want to pause on that because that's why we say no. Andrew is no filter. And we're going to tell you about No Filter and where you can get some more of this unfiltered Andrew content right after
this.
Just
to have it for no reason is not really my thing.
She could knock around my guitar
thing
anytime.
about being
Okay,
a
baby.
record holder
So it's
has
Gene
to
Simmons' tongue
be
is
when I
length
get
is
to,
kind of no, it's
travel
unknown.
and meet other
He
It's
won't
never
allow,
been officially measured,
I won't allow official
but
measurement of my tongue.
yeah, but there's rumors saying that it's like 7 inches long. I don't know about that. There's no way.
Hers is 3
There's
something.
no fucking way. Yeah.
All right, we're gonna have to do some more research. Somebody's got to know or been asking a close number.
record holders as well. It's fun, and of course, I get to see the parts of the world I've never seen before. The official measurement for my tongue, if I'm not mistaken, is around 3.9 inches.
Space Nerd can touch her nose with her tongue, and the dates come flying in.
That's challenging.
All right, there you go. We showed it for Andrew on screen. There you go.
What if she has a YouTube?
Well, that's what.
Oh, get your finger out of your nose! God damn it!
Oh, wait a minute. We're gonna send you some of those booger flavored jelly bellies that we were talking about while you were sleeping, Andrew.
What?
You'd love them.
Nose, man?
It's dried skin.
No, he's acting like it won't end up there, Bobby Nick. He's saying it's not up my nose, man. We all know how this ends. Levy is close friends with Gene, so he might know. No. He doesn't even like Widow Killer thinks that you and Gene are close friends, Bob.
Shut the fuck up.
I didn't say it. Widow Killer said that shit. Let me see. Let me show you this last story, and then we're going to come back and tell you where you can get some more of that fun, no-filtered, off-the-dome Andrew content. He only said what we were thinking. The blowjob must be amazing with the tongue girl. But in this last one I have in Wild World of Records, an Egyptian diver breaks a world record for underwater pull-ups in the Red Sea. Once again, like Pecan says, who the hell comes up with this shit? An Egyptian freediver plunged into the Red Sea to break the Guinness World Record for the most pull-ups under open water with one breath. Rami Abdallah Hamid, 36, swam 29 feet and 6 inches straight down to where his pull-up bar was waiting. So he not only did this, guys, like it would have been impressive to do pull-ups with oxygen in, with a mask on, but this is a one breath thing, guys. Watch this shit. Let's go. So no oxygen or anything. He's got a mask on though, doesn't he? It says one breath. Oh, there you go. Whoa. One breath. There you go with that. All right, guys. Well, I hope you guys have fun today. This has been the Vibe Stream Show 292, but we're about to pull this train into the station because it is 2 minutes after 3 o'clock. That means we're essentially 2 minutes into Over Vibe, just in time to wrap up the show. So I'm going to go to my first bro, Andrew, who joined me today, and I hope he joins me more every day he can. Hey, Andrew, tell us any last words or thoughts you have, and tell the people where they can find you.
It's hot in Florida.
Right, Captain. Thank you, Captain Obvious.
We are hot. I wonder what's hotter, Atlanta or Florida.
Probably depends on the day of the week, Andrew. You're down south, so yeah, you're in the warm zone now. You went from the cold zone to the warm zone. You're peeling over there and looking good. Florida tan, the Florida man, Andrew. Hey, Andrew, today is Tuesday, buddy. Why don't you tell everybody where they can catch you later on tonight for more of that great no-filter stuff?
No filter, Andrew and friends, everybody.
He's distracted by its peeling. I brought up his peeling.
No filter, Andrew and friends, everybody.
That's right. 7 o'clock tonight. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. That's when Andrew does his show on No Filter with Andrew and Friends. He does his lives anytime he wants to on Andrew the Giant 96, which many of you are joining us from today. Thanks, everybody. Any new friends that are catching some vibes for the first time, please come back every day, Monday through Friday, from 12 to 3. And that's what we do every day. We're about positive vibes, fun news stories, clips, and things of this nature. So hang out with us every day. But for more details on what Andrew's going to be doing later on tonight, I'll turn it over to Scott. He can give you a little more, and then Bobby Nick, even more after that. Go ahead, Scott.
Yeah, and like Andrew was saying, No Filter, Andrew and Friends at 7 o'clock Eastern time. And then directly after this show on I guess it's the Cut of the Jib channel, Bobby Nick, or yours too, or
Yeah, both. Well, not quite directly, but 4:30 p.m. Eastern. There's Scotty.
Okay.
That's right. Because we got the great
Actually,
exciting.
it's Rock Talk Live now, not Cut of the Jib.
All
It's
right.
Rock Talk Live.
So these guys are guitar
Over there.
bros. You used to do like the guitar show on the weekends with him. And because of all this guitar love, Scott ended up having a new guitar sent to him. And so now they're going to unbox it live today at 4:30 East. 4:30 East on the Cut of the Jib channel right here on YouTube. And it'll probably be
Rock Talk Live. Rock Talk Live.
Wait a minute, son of a bitch. I heard your correction and I said it the opposite way anyway.
Yeah.
Bobby Nick.
It's okay, man.
Rock Talk Live.
Yeah, he recently changed the name.
Rock Talk Live, appropriately so, because they're going to unbox a guitar. So if you want to see what's inside that box, you're not going to do it unless you join them and see what Scott got there delivered to him. No, it wasn't just weed. There's supposed to be a guitar in that box. But if you really want to see what's in it, 4:30 on Rock Talk Live right here on YouTube. And then after that tonight, it is No Filter with Andrew and Friends. And I'm going to turn it over to Bobby Nick. He's going to tell you about all those, at least the ones he knows about. So go ahead, Bobby Nick. Tell everybody in order where they can find you guys later on tonight.
Yeah, like everybody's been saying, 4:30 Eastern tonight.
We got
on Rock Talk Live on YouTube. Scott will be unboxing his brand new guitar. So come check me, Scott, and Jib out for that one. And then at 7 p.m. Eastern tonight, No Filter with Andrew and Friends. Me, Scotty, Andrew, 2K, bunch of other knuckleheads will be there for that fun. And then tomorrow you can check me out in the lounge at 3:30 p.m. Eastern. That's over on Rumble, folks. So get yourself a Rumble account. But yeah, for the low price of $1, you can see your music video requests on my show. So go over to rumble.com/The Bobby Nick Show. And I think the link is running throughout the chat as well. And yeah, check that out. Oh, and then our boner show at Bobby Nick 1978. Almost forgot about that one. Tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. So there you go.
There you
now
go.
I'm done. Now I'm done, Bobby Bryan.
Now you're spent. You think that's only the ones he knows about, folks. So I guess the first place you're going to be is 4:30 for the opening of the guitar. That's going to be a lot of fun for Scott and you guys. I know that's going to be a lot of fun. So yeah, we got so many shows. We can barely keep track of them mentally. Even if we write them down, we have a hard time. But I can tell you, folks, anytime you turn on YouTube, you're surely going to see Bobby Nick or Andrew or myself or Scott Fitzpatrick, because we love you guys and we love Chat Family and we love doing this shit. So man, so look forward to us anytime you turn on the YouTubes. I can do a water pull up, says Space Nerd. Popke says, tell us where you'll be napping tonight, Andrew. FJM asked me, do I really want to use the words, any term, any last words when I talk to Andrew? Perhaps. Let's see. We got Andrew's plugs already. Stormy says, you should see his YouTube algorithm. Oh my God.
It's all peeling videos. It's all skin peeling videos. God damn it.
The boy has never been outside. He peels one time and now his algorithm is full of skin peeling videos. Thank you, nerd, for thanking me.
Bobby, you still have access to my Facebook?
No, boy. I'm sure she'll answer that later. She'll catch up with you later. See you later, Chat Family, from the Space Nerd checking in. Space Nerd thanked me, and I thank you. She thanks BF Live, the vibe, and the guest. Rini says, great show today. Missed the chat, but busy, and see you around. That's okay. I understand that not everybody has time to have their fingers in their face in the phone, but if you just put us in your ear, we'll keep your ear hole entertained just the same. So thanks, Rini, for bringing your vibes today. Have a good one, Space Nerd, from Rini. You too, Rini. Spurksnake acknowledges us. Goodbye. Space Nerd says, I just noticed, do Scott and Tammy have matching barbed wire tattoos? Yeah, Scott confessed that. He pointed that out for us. It's a love connection coming.
They may be on the opposite arms, but that's a good thing when you're a couple. You know what I mean?
Not to be confused with Cock Talk Live, Chris Popke says, of Rock Talk Live. Happy Gosling says, did Jib send Scott Perry's guitar? Ooh, I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Shut the fuck up.
No, Scott kind of told us the story that because of certain circumstances, he's lost track of the having all his guitars. So this is going to be a new, fresh guitar for him. And like everybody got together and kind of got you this, right, Scott? Like you weren't already looking for this one, or?
Oh, Jib kind of know what I liked, and it's mostly Jib. Jib pretty much bought all this, and then I got some other guys sending other things, but Joey and Ween. But Jib paid for this guitar. He paid for it.
Nice. There you go. You're going to see it at 4:30. You got to see what color it is and all that stuff and how it sounds. Maybe they'll get them to plug it in and make a little noise with it. A boner show. Is it a Rumble exclusive? Ask not.
No, but it's a members only show over on YouTube at Bobby Nick 1978 tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern.
And you can find Bobby Nick 1978 and his Rumble link in my chat today. See ya bees from Not the Bird. Not the Bee says 2098 says, have a good day to Space Nerd. Stormy says, I don't know. I'll look around, Andrew, for your Facebook. Old Sport Nick says, we stream, boys. What's up? Thank you, Old Sport, for joining me here on The Vibe today through Andrew the Giant 96 channel. What kind of guitar does Tammy have? Ask the Chunks, though. Ooh.
I don't know. Maybe she plays a classical. I can picture her with an old acoustic, like Willie Nelson style,
with a big old hole in it. Popke, he seems to know something about your guitar. He says that Harley Benton will need some major setup before you can play it, Scott.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a Harley Benton, but I know how to set up unless Harley Benton makes it or something. I don't know, but anyway, I know how to set up guitars fairly decent. I like to think so. I should be able to do it.
Chris Popke obviously seems to know a little bit about music since he makes all of these great songs for us for the show here on The Vibe today. Well, you're not going to know what kind of guitar it is unless you go over to Rock Talk Live at 4:30 right after the show. Betsy wants to say hello to Andrew before we check out here. Betsy, 1677, joining us from the Andrew the Giant channel. He's hanging out with me today on The Vibe. Welcome to the Vibe family, Betsy. There's Wendy. I did the bad chord. Wait a minute.
Oh no! I got a message. I got a message from.
We're officially in the. Here we go, folks. Let me get it ready. STVW. That sound of horror means one thing.
Oh my God, that's horrible.
That's right. That sound of scream of horror means only one thing. It's breaking poos. That's the sound you hear when Bobby Nick gets an unwanted picture from Wendy Pack, a poop pic, and he describes it for us live. We thought we were going to get away with the show without a poop pic, Bob, but we did not.
Yeah, no. I mean, I could see chunks of corn again. What the hell, Wendy?
Oh my God.
How much corn are you eating? I don't know what's in there. But it's a pile of mud. It's a pile of mud. She hasn't had a solid stool in like fucking a week.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
And once again, of course, it's not in the. She missed the water.
I mean, she needs
half
a
of it. You could tell it's like very greasy because there's like little floaties in the water where there is some of the poop, but it's all floating. It's all floating, and the stuff that's in the water, but her pee sinks right to the bottom.
Oh, there you go. That's a good sign. Not the Bees. We're getting all the typical reactions in the chat of horror and disgust. Not the Bees is puking. Wendy loves sweet corn. Pecan says, Bobby, show it. I don't want to show it, but there have been some of you sick people that are really pushing Bobby Nick to throw these in one of our Discords. So you'll have to hang on to see if Bobby Nick and Wendy will allow that. Well, there you go. Wendy is getting the love. Nick Old Sport says Wendy is a menace. Wendy is laughing her ass off at herself. Pecan is getting love. Happy Gosling says, stop abusing Wendy. Bobby and Wendy. Wendy loves sweet corn. Bobby's not going to show it, but that was breaking poos, folks.
Whoa. Oh my God, that's horrible.
I can't think of a better way to top that, guy, so I might as well end the show here. Today has been Tuesday, April 22nd. This has been episode 292 of The Vibe, folks. I want to thank my friends Bobby, Nick, Scott, and my boy Andrew, of course, who's co-streaming on Andrew the Giant 96. And thank you all his friends for now becoming my friends. Thank you for Betsy for saying you checked in over in the UK. Welcome to the family. Is poop against TOS? Yeah, I believe that poop and excessive puke, like anything that when you're trying to gross people out on purpose.
Yeah.
Isn't that what they say? Right?
Yep.
Yeah, so it kind of is, Popke. So we're not going to do that. So the best we can do is maybe we can promise to show them in a Discord or something. Betsy says, I'm new to your live. Can I ask what's going on? Well, Betsy, we are just wrapping up what I call 3 hours every day of positive vibes right here. So you can join us tomorrow. It's 12 p.m. East that we start the show right here in the States. Well, I think 5 hours if you're in the UK. That's about 5 maybe when you're getting off of work. So join us here today and every day, Betsy, 12 to 3 East, which might be 5 o'clock for you. We're about positive vibes. We show fun, silly clips, and I mix like kind of radio elements into the show. We have great friends and co-hosts like my boy Bobby Nick right here. This is Bobby Nick. Welcome. Hello.
Hi.
This is Scott Fitzpatrick. You might know him, some of these guys from Andrew the Giant, because he does. And this is your boy Andrew, who you're here for, because you're joining us from Andrew the Giant 96. So Andrew's our friend, and now we're all friends with you. But we're about to wrap up this show, so I hope you join us tomorrow, Betsy, and everybody. Thank you for saying will do, and thank you. Well, welcome to the Vibe family. And join us tomorrow here, and like I say, every day as we wrap up this episode, 4:30, go see the new guitar. Thank you to my great friends, Andrew, Scott Fitzpatrick, Bobby Nick, and the chat family. Peace and love, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on the Vibe, folks. It's not bye, it's just bye for now. Have a great rest of your Tuesday, and we'll see you the next time we see you right here on the Vibe.
See you next time, Waver.
Bye for now. Peace and love. See you, Waver.
That's enough internet for me today. I am going to wash myself with holy water to get rid of all the stupidity I saw today.
Jackie Mason. Fucking Bobby's fucking funny. Bobby's great. I gotta give it to you.
Line of the day, Bobby's super creative, super original. There's a show called The Vibe.